Deutsch at the 1 into the end zone.
No play action, now look to pass over the middle. It's intercepted by Cole Hebel. Intercepted by Hebel. Rears back, comes downfield, has Rodriguez. Rodriguez at the 40, to the 50, to the 40. Rodriguez is going to keep going.
Right, Fetting's got room, and here's Bo Fetting. Fetting's still on his feet, Fetting's gone.
Looking to pass, playing off, coming left side, picked up by Cotton. Alex Cotton with the pick, he'll take it back, and into the end zone.
Turn and hand the ball off. Will Starkey, he thunders his way. 30, 20, one man to beat. He's got...
Middle's got a man, that's Friddle. Look out, Friddle, 40, 30, he's loose, 20, 10, touchdown.
Halsted Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome live to Fargo, North Dakota. We're inside the Fargo Dome as the Blackduck Drakes get ready to try and avenge their regular season loss to the undefeated defending section champion, Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. In just a few hours' time, one of these two teams will be crowned the Section 6 9-man football champion, and the other will go home and fall short of the Minnesota State 9-man football playoffs. Hello once again, I'm Dawson Peterson, alongside color commentator Kevin Kochman, who's down on the field and will join us in just a few moments. We welcome you inside this afternoon's coverage on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB. Welcome up to the broadcast booth as we kick off the pregame show, presented to you by Bitker Inc. So for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, another undefeated regular season, 9-0. It's their second consecutive undefeated regular season, and they beat Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal in the section semifinal round just last Saturday. Final score was 42-8. A lopsided score in the second half, but a tight first half between the Titans and the Falcons. It was tied up at 8 at halftime thanks to some very stingy Titan defense and also the Fertile-Beltrami offense struggling just a little bit in that first half to get the offense off the ground, but coming away with the victory over the Titans. On the other side of things for the Blackduck Drakes, 8-2 on the season, beating the Nevis Tigers in their semifinal game 20-7. They lost to the Nevis Tigers in the regular season 19-14. And those two losses, like we said, one to Nevis and another to the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, their opponent here today. You're inside the Bitker Inc. pregame show this afternoon on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB. Bitker Inc. will help you have a safe driving and always starting vehicle for winter driving. Call 218-456-7467. We'll take a break, and when we return, we'll go down to the field and join up with our color commentator, Kevin Kochman, as we get ready for Section 6 championship football, 9-man football, inside the Fargo Dome this afternoon on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Linfors Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Welcome back inside this afternoon's pregame show, presented to you by Bicker Inc. as we are 15 minutes away from the Marcusson Accounting opening kickoff in the Section 6 9-man football championship game between the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons and the Blackduck Drakes. Let's go down to the field with our color commentator Kevin Kochman with our Georgetown Farmers Elevator pregame coach's comments down there with Coach Brian Nelson of Fertile-Beltrami. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Dawson. Well, Coach Nelson, to you and the boys, congratulations, playing for a section title here. Second time trying to defend this time around. So for the boys, what's this week of prep been like?
It's been pretty good, but unfortunately we've had a sickness bug going around. It started last Thursday, so a few kids had to miss a few days. Gave us a chance to work some backups in, and other than that, the kids are really focused and did a great job this week.
Well, that's good, and I know that a focus group you've had throughout the year, they've had their eyes on getting back to this stage, and so healthy or a little bit under the weather, they're going to try their hardest.
They are, and we have some guys that are banged up a little bit. They're going to try to go tonight too, and I'm sure it's the same for Blackduck too. They might have a couple kids that are dinged up a little bit, and but they're not going to miss this for the world, and they're a very, very good football team.
So as far as that football team across the way in the maroon pants and white helmets here today, the Drakes, what do you make of the Drakes this season?
Well, I tell you, the first time we played them, the score isn't indicative of how good of a game that was. They are physical. Their quarterback is unbelievable. He can throw the ball a mile. Two great running backs in Flatness and Frank, and got Arp in the line. They got a couple other seniors, Kingbird, and they pose a lot of challenges to us. So hopefully our kids are ready to go.
I use the word physical when people have asked, what do you think about this game? I feel like physicality is going to play a factor.
Yeah, and it was the same way when we played East on Saturday. It was a very physical game, and like I said, we got dinged up a little bit, and I expect the same kind of game today. They are a very well-coached football team, and they'll be ready to play us.
I know you guys have your messages to the team, and one of the items of discussion here today was attitude and effort, right? Just the things that you can control.
Those are the two things you can control, is your effort and your attitude. We're on the turf here, the ball will bounce in mysterious ways. Something bad happens, you just got to forget about it and play for the next play.
Keys for success for Fertile-Beltrami to defend the Section 6 9-man championship?
We're going to have to control all their different sets and offense. Definitely their quarterback, who's gotten a lot healthier now. And when we're on offense, we got to avoid all the costly penalties we've been getting in crucial moments when we've been inside the 20.
Okay, so you guys have some points of emphasis anyway.
Yes, we do.
Brian, good luck to you and the boys. Fun to see you and fun to see the fans. A nice crowd here. And I know the school got out here today so everybody could make a way over here.
Yeah, it's great. We've had great support from our community all season, and you can see it here today again.
Brian, thanks a lot. Good luck to you and the boys. We'll talk at halftime.
All right, thank you.
That is Brian Nelson, head coach of the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons football team.
All right, sounds good. Thanks a lot, Kevin, as our color commentator, Kevin Kochman, down on the field with our pregame coach's comments being brought to you by Georgetown Farmers Elevator. To sell your grain, call Gary Balsam at 218-236-6661 at the Georgetown Farmers Elevator. They're working for you, the area farmer. For more info, visit georgetownfarmers.com. Just under 12 minutes to go until we get the opening kickoff of the Section 6 9-man football championship game between the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons and the Blackduck Drakes. You've got it here. You're listening to our Bicker Inc. pregame show and also watching on yourliveevent.com and on 106.5 FM KRJB. Since the beginning in 1998, Agramax has had one simple goal that continues to be a key trait today: to help their customers become better. Over 20 years later, Agramax has been able to help their customers more than ever, serving customers in the areas of Fisher, East Grand Forks, Fertile, and locations across North Dakota. Agramax looks forward to working with you in shaping the future of agriculture. Visit with them today at their location in Fertile or call them at 218-945-3536.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben and Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben and Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben and Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
At COP, we offer our energy solutions programs to help area farm operations. Hi, this is Rocky Bruin. One of our popular programs is our fuel contracting with only 30 cents per gallon upfront payment, and our pricing programs are a couple quick reasons why you would lock in your fuel contracting price with Community Co-op. Let us help you manage your risk. Call 1-888-935-2281 and we can discuss more of your energy solutions programs from Community Co-ops of Lake Park.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
Riverview Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Vanita Parikh to their team. Dr. Parikh is an experienced interventional pain management physician specializing in effective treatment options to increase functionality and comfort for daily living. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595. Dr. Parikh is seeing patients in both the Crookston and East Grand Forks clinics.
Riverview Health.
Welcome back to the Fargo Dome here in Fargo, North Dakota, the site of the Section 6 9-man football championship game. And we've got it on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB. We continue on with our Georgetown Farmers Elevator pregame coach's comments as color commentator Kevin Kochman down on the field with Danny Hangard, the head coach of the Blackduck Drakes. Kevin?
Thanks a lot, Dawson. Coach Hangard, for you and the Drakes, obviously, we were just talking about last week. A little bit of revenge was served when you knocked off the Nevis Tigers at their place here in the playoffs. Talk about that just in general, because you guys had to work hard after they had gotten you at your place.
Yeah, you know, Nevis has kind of become a little rivalry for us. So we've gotten each other a couple times back and forth. And so they got us at our place earlier in the year, and I didn't think we played very clean. I think we had a lot of penalties and a lot of missed snaps and missed assignments. So then it was nice to get in there in playoffs and play probably the cleanest game we've played. And our O-line just did not phenomenal, and our defensive line did better. So it opened up some space for our athletes.
I used the word physical when talking about this matchup with Coach Nelson. I would venture to guess you feel physicality is going to play a factor today.
Yeah, I mean, when they got 14 guys over 200 pounds, you know, we got 2. Physicality is going to be huge. You know, we've got to be able to play with great pad level and with great feet. You know, we only got to take half the guy on is what we're trying to tell our kids. So if we can master physicality and get above that a little bit, we should be all right.
How about for your boys? I know we talk about just health-wise, everybody seems to be healthy. Maybe got a little bit of chip. Everybody's got bumps and bruises right now.
Yeah, this time of year, you know, you play this long. The unfortunate thing about still playing is you're going to be dinged up a little bit. So kind of a war of attrition a little bit, but for the most part, we're fairly healthy. We got some really tough kids. We got some muscular kids. They'll fight through it.
Absolutely, and you don't have a ton of guys on the field, but what you have is guys that are ready to give it your all.
We don't have a lot of guys, but when you got 6 seniors that have been through it like these guys have, you know, got great leadership, you know, and these guys are ready. They've been excited for this. They're not going to let it get to them, but they're ready for it.
Keys for success for the Drakes, what will it be, Coach?
You know, it's going to be turnovers, obviously, like any football game, but we've got to be able to contain their run. You know, the Isaiah Wright kid is absolutely electric, but we've got to be able to slow the run down and dare them to pass.
Coach, good luck to you and the Drakes here. We'll catch up at halftime.
Thank you. Go Drakes.
There you go. That's Danny Hangard, head coach of the Blackduck Drakes.
All right, thanks a lot, Kevin, as that was Coach Danny Hangard with color commentator Kevin Kochman down on the field for our Georgetown Farmers Elevator pregame coach's comments here this afternoon. The Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Agronomy thanks you for selling your grain and purchasing your agronomy products and services from them. Visit them online at georgetownfarmers.com. We are just under 7 minutes away from our Markuson Accounting opening kickoff in the Section 6 9-man football championship game here from the Fargo Dome. The Fertile-Beltrami Falcons looking to win back-to-back section titles, and the Blackduck Drakes looking to get revenge on the Falcons after Fertile-Beltrami beat them in the regular season 42-12. More coverage of your Bicker Inc. pregame show when we return here on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
The Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile, serving daily lunch and nightly dinner specials. Dine in or carry out 945-6806. As you travel to games this tournament season, stop in before or after at the Erickson Smokehouse for a great meal smoked in-house at the Erickson Smokehouse. Wings, brisket, chicken, and more when you head to the Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile. Wishing good luck to our area teams participating in postseason play. Daily lunch and nightly dinner specials available for dine-in or carry-out 945-6806 at the Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile.
Looking for a rewarding job in healthcare? Come join the team at Fair Meadow Nursing Home in Fertile. We are now hiring RNs, LPNs, TMAs, and CNAs for all shifts. Fair Meadow Nursing Home has an excellent benefits package and is now offering full tuition paid to further your nursing career. Not CNA certified? No problem. Fair Meadow Nursing Home will pay for your classes and you'll be paid while you go. Call 218-945-6194 to get started in healthcare with Fair Meadow Nursing Home.
Educating for success in an environment of learning, respect, and responsibility. That's the mission of Fertile-Beltrami Schools. The Fertile-Beltrami School District, administration, faculty, and coaching staff focus on the individual student. Fertile-Beltrami Schools, excelling in academics, athletics, choir, band, FFA, FCLA, National Honor Society, Knowledge Bowl, and more. Fertile-Beltrami Schools, bringing you this message to show Falcon Pride. Visit www.fertilebeltrami.k12.mn.us.
And welcome back to the Fargo Dome. From Fargo, North Dakota, of course, the site of the Section 6 9-man football championship game between the Blackduck Drakes and the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. More games to come later on. Next game after this one will be Kitson County Central and the Goodridge Grigla Chargers. So the Bearcats and the Chargers will duel it out for the Section 8 9-man football title game. And we will have coverage of that one on yourliveevent.com and on 96.7 FM. KKCQ as we bring you our coverage this afternoon across our R&J Broadcasting Incorporated family of stations. Let's go down to the field and talk a little bit with color commentator Kevin Kochman. And Kevin, sort of previewing this matchup this afternoon with Fertile-Beltrami and Blackduck. Fertile-Beltrami gets the better of the Drakes in the regular season, 42-12, but I know Coach Brian Nelson said that, that score a little bit deceiving with a big physical Blackduck team.
The big physical Blackduck football team, and just the comments on Blackduck, you're going to get a great effort from them no matter what. You're going to try to be able to take advantage of a few things, and for Fertile-Beltrami, I think, you look at some of those keys for success too, and staying within themselves, they are a very good football team, unbeaten for a reason. Section 6 9-man champs a year ago. This year's group of Fertile-Beltrami Falcons are very hungry, but staying within yourself, doing your job, and being the best you can be each play. And then when you need to have someone fill in, or you need to step up and make that next step, you got to have to, be the next man up. That's going to be a big key for success there. And, Blackduck, you talk about just, being physical. You've got a little bit of trouble there, with, let's see here, double checking on my list and players here. Ridge flatness might be a little bit short-handed here this week. Had a shoulder injury. That right shoulder, he's got a brace on it underneath the pads. So we're going to keep an eye on him. He's also going to Bemidji State University, so he's got some pretty good cred going to him. So, that's going to be a key factor for Blackduck, is trying to overcome some of those injuries and just little dings and dents too here today. But physical football game, Dawson, I expect a lot of fun. I expect the birds to be flying here inside the Fargo Dome. Just looking forward to the matchup, and for Fertile-Beltrami, if they can run their offense and be successful, I really much like their chances. For Blackduck, if they could find a way to stiffen and force Fertile-Beltrami into being uncomfortable, I think that's going to be a key for their success.
Yeah, and keeping an eye on ridge flatness for the Blackduck Drakes. So we've seen them a couple of times throughout this year, and Ridge Flatness, he plays through injury, no doubt. A couple of times getting banged up against Fertile-Beltrami in the regular season. Saw them against that Clearbrook-Gonvick team early on as well. But, Kevin, we followed Fertile-Beltrami through the state playoffs last year, and as broadcasters, we can't really, help but compare. So when you talk about these two teams from this year to last year, what do you see?
I see Fertile-Beltrami. I see a group of guys that are maybe a little bit smaller than last year, especially up front. But what they make up for it is just overall initiative, physicality. Guys like to get after it and make some plays. So that's the comparison I see there. And it's been a few years since I've seen Blackduck in person, watched them on film this year. A physical football team, just flat out, those guys want to play the game. Guys and gals that are on that squad, to be honest, they want to get out and play. So, that's where I'm at with it. But I definitely see where you're coming from. The comparisons is what we want to do. This year's group of Fertile-Beltrami Falcons is different, but they are definitely focused.
Absolutely. We are inside our Bitker Inc. pregame show this afternoon. Looks like we'll get our starting lineups followed by the playing of our national anthem, and we'll have your Ziegler Egg Equipment starting lineups when we return here on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB, moments away from the opening kickoff of the Section 6 9-man football championship. It's Fertile-Beltrami and the Blackduck Drakes here on Your Live Event and 106.5 FM KRJB.
First National Bank Bemidji isn't just a bank. We're believers in a bright future for the community. Our customers are more than names on a screen. They're neighbors, each with their own story. Every day, we help them reach their dreams, confident that what's good for the community is good for us. We always remember where we're from and who we're here for, because at First National Bank Bemidji, we're better together.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to your Bitker Inc. pregame show on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB, your Ziegler Egg Equipment starting lineup, starting with the Blackduck Drakes offense. Up front, junior guard number 17, Cy Frenzel. Senior center number 50 is Kanan Arp. Another senior guard number 88, Jared Swedberg. Junior tight end number 87, Nicholas Swedberg. Receivers, Bryce Frenzel, number 25, sophomore Brennan Cordum and Leo Kingbird, and the quarterback, Evan Belinsky, followed by the running backs in the backfield, Dante Frank and Ridge Flatness. Defensively for Fertile-Beltrami up front, defensively, Ryan Van Den Wesley Ramberg, Tucker Bolstead, and Derek Sorensen from left to right. Linebackers, Ethan Finseth and Easton Petrie. Finseth, the senior, Petrie, a sophomore. And the cornerbacks and defensive backs, Isaiah Wright, the sophomore, junior free safety, and the Falcons quarterback, Caden Swenby, and another cornerback is Braden Werpy. Those were your Ziegler Egg Equipment starting lineups this afternoon. Ziegler Egg Equipment of Ada just arrived on the lot. 2018 model MT 740 Challenger has 18-inch tracks, 2,000 hours, 400 horsepower, 6 remote CVT transmission, priced at $305,000. We'll take a break for the playing of our national anthem and then the opening kickoff between Fertile-Beltrami and Blackduck on yourliveevent.com and KRJB. Mutual insurance companies have been offering insurance coverage at reasonable rates for over a century. This coverage helps encourage loss prevention and control costs. Today, local mutuals are leaders in the farm and home insurance industry and offer coverage to meet your needs. Your local mutual can provide the service you want and the protection you deserve. Contact your local mutual today. Garfield Farmers Mutual Fire Insurance Company in Fertile, 218-945-6941. JT Station in Fertile carries a variety of items that are sure to meet your needs, and you should stop in today. They sell hot stuff foods, frozen foods, selected groceries, household products, and much more. The Hot Stuff Foods and Deli will provide you with a fresh, quick, and easy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and they also offer some of the best car services in town. They're open 6 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. daily. It's JT Station in Fertile.
Since 1974, Calvig & Associates has helped individuals and small businesses in northern Minnesota not only succeed, but thrive. Dwight Calvig and his associates have proven themselves to be accountants who are there for you when you need it most. Ensuring accuracy and timeliness for each client's needs, they take pride in their reputation as a trustworthy, ethical, and competent resource for individuals and small businesses. Call Calvig & Associates today at 218-835-4546. Calvig & Associates, helping you thrive since 1974.
And welcome back inside the Fargo Dome this afternoon for our first game of the day between Fertile-Beltrami and the Blackduck Drakes. It's the Section 6 9-man football championship, and you've got it here on yourliveevent.com and on the radio airwaves 106.5 FM KRJB and streaming online rjbroadcasting.com. Fertile-Beltrami won the coin toss and deferred to the second half, so they will kick off to the Blackduck Drakes. Fertile-Beltrami trying to win their second consecutive Section 6 9-man football championship. The Blackduck Drakes lost to Fertile-Beltrami in the regular season 42-12 and trying to get some sweet revenge on the Falcons here in the championship game. Kicking off for Fertile-Beltrami will be number 16, Easton Petrie. And back deep for the Blackduck Drakes here as they stand back on their own 16-yard line. The returners for the Drakes, 8-2 on the season. Fertile-Beltrami, their second consecutive undefeated regular season. Since joining 9-man football back in 2018, Fertile-Beltrami, or rather 2019, the Falcons are 36-4. So here we go, Fertile-Beltrami and the Blackduck Drakes. Easton Petrie gets us underway, and the Section 6 9-man football championship is in the air. Taken back at the 50, now up to the 30-yard line, and working it across the 31 and falling to the 32. And that's where drive number 1 starts for Blackduck. First down and 10 on their own 32-yard line.
Brody Ron for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons in the all-red here today. He's there to bring down the return man for the Blackduck Drakes. Red, red, and red pants, jerseys, helmets for Fertile-Beltrami, with the Drakes going with the white helmets, white jerseys, maroon pants.
Blackduck Drakes up to the line of scrimmage for their first possession of the game. Bryce Frenzel split out to the left side. I formation for the Drakes. It's Frank and Flatness dotting the I. He takes the handoff to the 35, up across the 40, and a big run for Ridge Flatness. Said he was banged up to start the game, and that's a gain of 15 for Flatness, and a Mustang Seeds first down.
Yeah, he's an NSIC soon to be going to BSU. He's brought down eventually by Caden Swenby of Fertile-Beltrami. Nice play on first down for the Drakes.
Blackduck Drakes go hurry up. Receiver split out to the left side. Belinsky under center. Hand off again to Flatness to the 50, 45, and escorted out of bounds for another first down and a pickup of 12.
Isaiah Wright along with Wesley Ramberg helping push the running back out of bounds. Drake's running hurry-up offense to start.
They've got it on now the Falcons' 40-yard line, ripping off plays of 15 yards and 12 yards as senior running back Ridge Flatness. Tight end on the left side of the formation, Nicholas Swedberg. Belinsky again, Flatness to the left side, breaks off of Ryan Vandenighty, and Easton Petrie pushes him out of bounds. That's a short gain, second down.
Now that's good edge protection by Fertile-Beltrami, and they push him out of bounds. Nice job by Petrie, last man there. But first contact was Ryan Vandenighty, as you mentioned, on the outside edge, keeping the Blackduck Drakes in check.
Second down and 7. Ball on the Falcons' 37-yard line. Receiver Frenzel now split out to the right. Belinsky, misdirection, Flatness, almost a broken play, has to go to the left side, and Fertile-Beltrami takes advantage, pushing him out of bounds on the far side. No gain defensively, Tucker Bolstead out on the boundary.
Yeah, and he brought the edge, Jonah Harstead also on the low side, and then Bolstead from the top side, and little bottom bottom action there by the Falcon defense.
First third down of the game now. It'll be third down and 7 for Blackduck on the Falcons' 37. Belinsky under center again. Now everybody peeks down at their wristband as the receiver out to the left side is Bryce Frenzel. Belinsky can sling it. Let's see if they go here. Straight drop, 7-step drop. He's got a lot of time. Vandenighty on the rush. Now Belinsky is loose to the 40, 35. Belinsky wrestled down and shy of the first down. It's a gain of about 3.
That's Derek Sorensen coming in and bringing down the quarterback that time. Great pressure, but also great coverage downfield, putting the Drakes in trouble.
4 down territory. Blackduck under center. See if they snap the football. Belinsky in the I formation. Coach Danny Handgard shouts out a play from the sideline. I formation. Belinsky, handoff to Flatness. He's got 2 big carries. Nearly busts one there, but he's going to be short, and a turnover on downs.
One of the most physical guys on the football team, Braden Werpy's there to get fired up, making a tackle along with others in the Fertile-Beltrami Falcon red today, but from the 35, a good decision by the Drakes. Go for it there with a 4th down and 5 situation. You're not going to try to punt here, and you've been having success. So good decision there, but the Falcons defense stands tall. Attitude and effort, first 2 things you see, and how they were able to collect themselves after a couple of big plays by the Drakes early on. Turnover on downs. It's Fertile-Beltrami football. 10:34 to play first quarter, no score.
Need a lot of effort to take down Ridge Flatness. Junior quarterback Caden Swenby. Under center, offset I formation, rather Sorensen the wingback, and it's right split out to the left. Goes in motion off to the other side, toss to Braden Werpy to the 30, tries to get to the 35, he does, runs into a man there, that's Kanan Arp for Blackduck, and a gain of maybe 6, second down.
There's one guy on this football team I don't want to run into, and that's Kanan Arp. The dude's a stud. Look at him, just out there. He's kind of just walking. He's got a little stroll to him. He's a big body and a guy that makes a good physical tackle. But Werpy not afraid to go into anybody, lowered the shoulder and took it 5 yards on first.
Braden Werpy last week against Norman County East Ulen Hitterdal, 2 lost fumbles, but that didn't phase him. He gets the football a lot. 10 minutes to go. Swenby play action, rolls out to the right. Now lofts it right side for Isaiah Wright, and it's incomplete. They had him running free at the 45. That would have been a big connection, but instead it falls harmlessly to the turf.
Yeah, he got out in front. The pass was just over the outstretched arms of the receiver that time, Wright coming in on that route. So look for the Falcons maybe to try that one again a little later on with a little play action, and Wright comes up empty-handed. It'll be 3rd down.
Would have been a huge connection. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 to go. Football sits on the Falcons' 36-yard line. Turnover and downs previously for Blackduck. 9:58 to go first quarter. Isaiah Wright in the backfield. He'll take the handoff. Big gap. Runs into a man of his own. Nearly stood him up, but he's going to get the Mustang Seeds first down, and that's going to be a gain of 7.
The thing I liked about that from Wright is that he got bottled up, but then he just took a quick half step left, and within there was able to bounce around and get his way, kind of wiggle through a couple of additional defenders and extended the play. Nice drive there, nice run by the ball carrier Wright. First down Falcons.
Isaiah Wright stepping into some big shoes this year. Of course, just the freshman last year. Didn't see a lot of time, but coming on big this season, of course. Here's a reverse play. Hand off to the near side up to the 50-yard line. Now fighting forward to the 46. The handoff went to Braden Werpy, and that is going to be just shy of the line to gain. Let's see if they give it to him. Might see a measurement here.
Looks like they will. They're going to come all the way across if they do. Evan Belinsky there, the tackler on the play. Werpy, though, just, again, extending the play by keeping those feet moving. That's a huge key factor for both teams today, is just don't let that defensive push stop you. Keep moving those feet, keep moving, and stay up as long as you can. You'll get some positive yardage.
And it is a Mustang Seeds first down. 9:20 to go and counting here in the first quarter. Receiver to the right side is Werpy. He's tight to the line of scrimmage. Toss to Isaiah Wright to the 45. Has the edge, 40, and ripped out of bounds by Ridge Flatness, but not before another large gain of yards. This one for 9, second down.
Nice run, Ridge Flatness there on that backside to trying to hold on protection and knocking Wright down and keeping him bottled up, because Wright's going to be a little bit slippery out there too. So good defense to at least stall and hold him out short of the down. 2nd and 1.
2nd and 1. Maybe we'll see one of those play action plays again. Keep an eye on tight end Ryan Van Den Eyde for those as well. Handoff though, it's going to be the running back. Is it Wright again? Maybe it was Werpy.
No, even better. Derek Sorensen on the carry.
Derek Sorensen on the carry for Fertile-Beltrami. We don't call his name a lot, but he's one of those runners, Kevin, that can get the tough yards for the Falcons, and he gets those there.
That earns a first down, put the ball now at the 32, where it'll be a first down and 10 for Fertile-Beltrami.
Into Blackduck territory on their 32-yard line. Swenby under center, 2 running backs. Misdirection, near side. Werpy stacked up at the line of scrimmage. Nowhere to go. And it's the big senior linebacker, Dante Frank, making the stop for Blackduck.
Tough play there by Frank. Good physical football. He comes in and also kind of bent over the Falcons a little bit there. Just a real physical play. And Frank lets you know when he's there, he's going to make a hit, going to make a pop, and might even talk a little bit to you.
Maybe a yard on the play. 2nd down and about 9. Football sits on the Drakes' 31-yard line. Werpy split out far to the right side. Isaiah Wright to the near side. Running back to the right of Swemby is Sorensen for protection. 7-step drop. Now he's going to roll out to the right. Avoids Kanan Arp. Almost went across his body, and now he's near the out-of-bounds line, and probably a good decision from Caden Swemby to hang on to it, pick up a couple of yards, and make it third down.
Yeah, he had to make a decision because he was getting bottled up there, so he found a way to get some positivity out of it. Ultimately, just needed to get something, and then did so. Out of bounds, stops the clock, 8:10 to play first quarter. Falcons driving. They're at the 29 of the Drakes. No score.
We talked about last year, too, with Rylan Petrie for Fertile-Beltrami and how smart of a player he was. Caden Swemby, the quarterback, just as smart, tucking that one, not trying to force anything, just gets a couple of yards. 3rd down and 7. Football on the Blackduck 29-yard line. 8:10 to go. Here's a delayed handoff. Isaiah Wright to the corner and nearly ripped out of bounds, and now he is inside the Drake 5-yard line, and a huge pickup. 1st down and goal coming for Fertile-Beltrami.
That on a 3rd down. He gets all the way down at the 5-yard line. They'll mark him on the 5, in fact, and nice run. Got to the outside edge and just one guy to beat. Wasn't able to get around. Had a little angle on him. Nice run. Nice offensive execution there by the Falcons. It's 1st and goal.
That's a 20-yard pickup for the sophomore running back, Isaiah Wright. 8 minutes to go in the first quarter. 1st down and goal. 2 running backs in the backfield. Sorensen loses a couple. Immediately back there was Frank. And also up there defensively, I think Jarrett Swedberg in on the tackle.
Yeah, Swedberg got low again. Frank came on the backside and was up high, but Swedberg got low and took out the feet. Nice defensive play there by the Drakes. Their backs are against the wall. They pushed the Falcons back a yard. It's 2nd and goal at the 6.
2nd down and goal, no score. Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. 7.5 to go, quarter number 1. Section 6 9-man football championship. Caden Swemby and company up to the line of scrimmage. Toss to the left side. Werpy makes a cut up the middle, now back inside the 4-yard line to the 3, and inching just a little bit closer now. Brings up 3rd down.
Belinsky coming up, making the tackle, but yes, 4 yards. They notched themselves inside the 5 now, so we have a 3rd down and goal for Fertile-Beltrami. Obviously, it is 4-down territory, a little over 7 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Falcons knock it on the door.
See where they go for the tough yards here in the defensive front for Blackduck, trying to stand tall. Swemby under center, offset eye, toss to Isaiah Wright, and he's going to be short. Kanan Arp lays the wood, and it's going to be 4th down.
Arp just came slicing in. That was a really good defensive play. He saw the angle he wanted, and he attacked it, and he made connection with the ball carrier in that gap. Just fantastic work by Arp that time. So, 4th and goal at the 2. The Drakes trying to stand up tall. You can hear the Drakes fans. There's a good amount of them, and they're making a lot of noise.
Just like Fertile-Beltrami letting school out early. A lot of fans here inside the Fargo Dome. And our first big play of the afternoon. 6:15 to go in the first quarter. It's 4th down and goal for the Falcons. Heavy set to the right side. Swemby, they go to Isaiah Wright, and he's in. Touchdown, Fertile-Beltrami. And it's 6-0, Falcons lead.
Go to the butter, go to the bread and butter. Just run heavy on the right side or choose your side. Run heavy. Follow those blockers, and Wright was able to just ride the coattails into the end zone. A little contact at the end, but just enough to make sure he knew he was past the goal stripe. Touchdown, Fertile-Beltrami, they strike first.
Falcons now out for the 2-point conversion attempt. Similar formation. Heavy again to the right. There's only 1 guard to the left side of the center, and Isaiah Wright is going to be short of the goal line. So with 6:09 to go in quarter number 1, Fertile-Beltrami strikes first. 6-0, Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. We're back after this on YourLiveEvent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
Solutions, Hitterdall, Minnesota.
Fertile-Beltrami strikes first, and it is 6-0 on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Scoring drives this afternoon being brought to you by Deerwood Bank of Blackduck. Falcons took up over 4 minutes on the clock, and a 2-yard touchdown run from Isaiah Wright. Kickoff out of bounds on the far side of the field. As we said, all our scoring drives are being brought to you by, or the scoring drive summary brought to you by Deerwood Bank of Blackduck. Deerwood Bank understands that success does not come from simply focusing on products or service, but rather success comes from focusing on the people and communities that they serve. Deerwood Bank of Blackduck sponsoring the scoring drive summaries this afternoon.
Well, with the Falcons kicking the ball out of bounds, it'll be Blackduck first down and 10 at the 35. Their second drive of the football game. Will they be able to get some success and sustained success to find the end zone on this drive?
Turnover on downs on their previous possession. They'll get it with 6:09 to go here in quarter number 1. Handoff is going to go to the running back, Flatness. Had a nice successful first drive. Works this one up past the 40-yard line and falling forward to the 42. That's a gain of 7.
Tucker Bolstead, the defender, bringing down Flatness as he was spun to the ground, and Flatness doing what he can to protect that shoulder too, because it certainly has shown early on he's kind of protecting it even as he runs.
He's got 6 carries on the afternoon. The only other carry was from Evan Belinsky. He'll get one here. Bolstead running him down from behind, and that'll be a loss and a sack for Tucker Bolstead.
If you've watched Tucker Bolstead play the game of football, and you are if you're watching on yourliveevent.com, he's an all-state type 9-man football player. The guy's an Energizer bunny. He never quits, and he has just a ton of energy and excitement, and fun to watch play the game.
3rd down and 5 to go for Blackduck, trailing 6-0, 5:15 first quarter. Belinsky left side, nice curl route on the far side, and a completed pass to sophomore Brennan Cordum.
Now first completed pass of the day here between these two squads.
Very nice pitch and catch, and just a timing route on the far side of the field. Nicely done. And a first down for the Blackduck Drakes. 5:13 as the clock will wind, or at least the official trying to get it to start. Now it does. Belinsky in the shotgun. Frank standing to his right. He'll take the handoff. That's only his first carry of the afternoon, and there's that physicality we talked about, Kevin, as Dante Frank was nearly stacked up in the backfield near the line of scrimmage. Ends up picking up about 4.
Whole lot of Fertile-Beltrami jerseys there in the end, with Ryan Van Den Eyde and Easton Petrie among the two that were leading the effort to try to bring down Frank.
In the shotgun again is Belinsky. Frank standing to his right. Straight drop, quick pass at the sticks, and it's going to be caught by Flatness, maybe just shy of the sticks. And a gain of 5. They needed 6. They might give it to him after the extra effort.
Ethan Finseth with the tackle. He's also got the cowboy collar on too. Makes him look extra tough there in that linebacker spot.
And it is a completion for a first down for 6 yards. Blackduck again in the hurry-up offense. Receiver out to the left, and a timeout down on the field.
Clock hadn't started. I don't know who's running the clock up in the old booth there, but clock needs to get running.
See the lead official.
Is it Ryan Hanlon? It might be Ryan Hanlon.
Is it?
I think Ryan Hanlon usually runs the play clock.
I think it might be up there. I see him up here.
Yeah, he's up there. He's got a presence, you know. But I think he runs a play clock. At any rate, that's why they're stopping the game here, trying to get the clock to operate here. We've had a couple of little nuances, little things with the scoreboard here so far here today. And of course, you see that anything that is on the board inside the Fargo Dome is also on our scoreboard on yourliveevent.com on the bottom of the screen. We don't control that one.
We'll see if this sort of disrupts the Blackduck rhythm. A couple of completed passes on this drive as well, Kevin.
Right. You know, the only thing we control, though, is attitude and effort, right?
Yeah, and it's been great so far, I think.
Oh, now we're going to get Mike Martin on the phone. This is official. Mike Martin's on the phone. He's calling up to the booth.
All right, well, while we have the stoppage, it is 6-0. Fertile-Beltrami leading Blackduck on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. It was a 2-yard touchdown run for Isaiah Wright that took up just over 4 minutes here in this first quarter. Blackduck had a possession previously as well, resulted in a turnover on downs. Trying to respond here. 4:44 to go in the first. Now the clock starts. Belinsky in the shotgun. Back to pass. Now he's going to keep it himself. That's a design quarterback run near the boundary. Runs over a Falcon on the far side. And a big gain. Second down.
It was Jonah Harstead at the end there bringing down the ball carrier. Nice physical play, and like you said, you didn't want to see, a disruption there, so to speak, with the Drakes offense, and they were able to bounce right back.
Jonah Harstead, one of those players that's come on here in the latter half of the year, finding more time defensively, for Fertile-Beltrami. Belinsky back to pass, has time to the right side, finds Frank. Sorensen meets him. Finseth trying to clean it up. And let's see if he gets the first down, needed only 2 yards.
And Drake's starting to really mix up their offense here. They're going with more through the air as well. They're able to go deeper into the playbook here in their second drive of the football game, trailing 6-0.
Coach Brian Nelson speaks very highly of Evan Belinsky's ability to throw the football around the field. They got first down and 10 on the Falcons' 34. Pistol formation this time. Handoff goes to Frank, and he'll be stood up at the line of scrimmage. No gain.
Tucker Bolstead in on the stop also was going for the football, and you talked about Werpy having a couple of drops last week against Norman County Eastfield and hit it all. Talking with Coach Steffes of Fertile-Beltrami prior to the game, he said, yeah, we spent a lot of time this week both trying to poke the ball free and also protect the ball on our own end. Of course, this is the time of the year. Turnovers are huge factors in tournament games. So if Fertile-Beltrami see them trying to go for the football, likewise, I would expect Blackduck to be doing their best to try to punch the ball free too when they're on defense.
Second down and 10, 3:45 to go. Quarter number 1. Fertile-Beltrami leads 6-0. Trying to go back-to-back in Section 6 as the 9-man football champions. Belinsky under center. Motions for his receiver, Frenzel, to come inside. Toss goes to Frank. It was a little behind, so he couldn't get a full head of steam, but he ends up picking up about 5, and it'll be third down.
So for Blackduck Drakes, big third down now. They're about now just past where they were last drive. They're at the 29-yard line, so they're just trying to get, get closer, inch closer, find themselves. It's 4-down territory the way it is, so try to get closer to get that down and move forward.
Drakes under center, tight end on the right side is Nicholas Swedberg. Handoff goes to Frank, keeping the legs turning up to the 25-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of 4 and brings up fourth down and 2.
He was flattened by Finseth out there, so it is fourth down and a couple now for the Drakes. They'll get huddled up and quickly get to the line of scrimmage. Just under 3 minutes to play first quarter. Big fourth down.
Receiver to the near side, Bryce Frenzel, I formation as Dante Frank dots the I. He gets the handoff, runs into Finseth. Sorensen is there, and it looks like it's going to be another turnover on downs for Blackduck.
Yeah, Fertile-Beltrami, I think, bottled him up. That it's going to be close. My angle, he's well short. First down, Falcons, and you've got a lot of red fans pretty pumped up about that one.
And oh man, a couple of nice defensive stands from Fertile-Beltrami. They take over with 2:38 to go here in the first quarter with the football on their own 25-yard line. Isaiah Wright gets our scoring started with that 2-yard touchdown run on the previous possession. 6-0 here. Swenby under center. 2 running backs in the backfield in the 3-point stance are Wright and Sorensen. Swenby has the snap. Goes to Sorensen as he breaks loose up the middle, spinning off a man at the 35-yard line and falling forward to the 38, and a gain of 13 for Derek Sorensen.
Something for Drake fans to watch there. A couple of Drakes, you're talking Dante Frank and Kanan Art, both got kind of tangled up in a mix of that play, and both took a little while to get up, kind of catch their breath here now as they're both staying in the game.
First down for Fertile-Beltrami. Football on their own 39-yard line after the gain of 13. And a timeout down on the field. It'll be a Blackduck Drake timeout. All the timeouts this afternoon being brought to you by Freedom Fuel of Ada. Fertile-Beltrami leads 6-0 over the Blackduck Drakes. 2:18 to go, quarter number 1. We're back after this on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
And we're back here on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB, coming out of the timeout, being brought to you by Freedom Fuel of Ada, both gas and diesel fuels at the pumps at Freedom Fuel on Highway 9 in Ada. Swenby under center for Fertile-Beltrami. Toss goes to Isaiah Wright, tries to reach the 40-yard line. He does, puts his head down at the 42, and it'll be a gain of about 3, second down.
Ridge flatness in on the stop. Now, one thing, too, to think about, didn't mention this in the pregame show, Blackduck, same 9 both ways, right? There might be a couple of guys rotating in, otherwise it's the same 9 offense, same 9 defense, playing inside it's a different animal inside, and you're amped up too with all the different energy and electricity of playing in a section title game. So, the fatigue factor could be real, especially for the Drakes early on.
And you see a couple of Blackduck players with their hands on their knees here in the first quarter. Swenby back to pass, rolls out to the left, nearly brought down, gets away, and he's still loose here. Swenby at the 40, up to the 45, pushed out of bounds by Ridge Flatness. And after all that, it's a gain of 4.
Now you can see maybe a couple of the Drakes there too slowed up after taking an angle to try to get Swenby, and I'll chalk that up to his elusiveness. Nice job by Swenby to get away and really challenge the Drakes and maybe even get them to be a little frustrated. He got away from them there a couple of times, and that was able to extend and get some yards on the play.
1 minute, 33 seconds to go in the first quarter. Fertile-Beltrami leads 6-0. Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Swenby under center. Misdirection to Isaiah Wright. Trying to get to the outside. Runs over a man at the 49-yard line. That was number 21, Brennan Cordum, for a short gain, and it'll be 4th down. Where do you go here, Kevin?
Yeah, Cordum tripped up right there. So you're short here, 4th. I'll be honest, I'm probably just going to go heavy like we did like the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons offense did on the score on their 4th down run. I think here you go again, maybe you go heavy right side and let Isaiah Wright get the handoff and go between that right guard and tight end.
This is 4th down and less than a yard for Fertile-Beltrami. Swenby under center. He'll sneak it himself, and he got it.
That was my other thought, is just let the quarterback take it up the middle and try to get a half yard that he needed. But Brian Nelson's a lot better play caller than I am.
Or do they say the quarterback sneak is the most successful play in football? Is that how that goes?
I mean, most of the time.
Quickest way to the first down is forward. Fertile-Beltrami does so there. They've got it 1st down and 10. Ball exactly on the midfield stripe. 45 seconds to go in the first quarter, leading 6-0. Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. This might be the final play of the quarter. Werpy, the wingback, on the right side. Swenby under center. Running backs in the backfield. They go to Werpy on the reverse. A gap on the left side. Across the 48-yard line. Works it up to the 46 and a gain of 4. 2nd down.
Werpy spun down by Frank and Belinsky, and they were able to kind of twist him up and bring him down, and that will be the last play of the quarter. Fertile-Beltrami letting this first quarter roll out.
So after 1 quarter of play on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard from the Section 6 9-man football championship, Fertile-Beltrami leads 6-0. Second quarter action when we return on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM. KRJB.
Rudy's Repair in Hines, Minnesota. Rudy has over 25 years of experience as an ASE certified auto technician, offering full nationwide warranty auto repair service and a large option of major tire brands. Visit Rudy's Repair today to get you and your vehicle not only back on the road, but staying on the road. Rudy's Repair in Hines, Minnesota. Call them today at 218-368-4287. Rudy's Repair in Hines, Minnesota.
We've been around long enough to know that research in the lab reaps rewards in the field. At the Ses van der Haaf Innovation Center, we're working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. We're dedicated to improving what we produce, so you can be too. Contact your local Ses van der Haaf dealer to learn about our varieties suited for your soils. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Ses van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
Getting ready for second quarter action here. Fertile-Beltrami leading Blackduck 6-0. They've got it 2nd down and 7 on the Drakes 47-yard line. Handoff goes to Wright, and the ball is loose on the turf. Oh, man, oh, man. Coach Brian Nelson said the ball might bounce around awkwardly here on the turf, but that bounced right back to Isaiah Wright, thankfully, for the Falcons.
Isaiah Wright was very lucky there when the ball came loose, and that was just between the handoff between Swenby and the running back Wright. There was no other issue there. It was just a mishandled handoff, and so I talked about it earlier too, just both Fertile-Beltrami and Blackduck putting an emphasis on trying to protect the football, and all the Falcons took a break there.
Facing a 3rd down and 6. Broken pistol formation. Swenby on a straight drop. Has time. Now goes deep down the left side. He's got Werpy. Werpy at the 20. Here's Braden Werpy falling forward to the 10. And a pickup of 36 yards. And a huge connection for Fertile-Beltrami.
Felt like Werpy had to kind of put his foot down and try to get to where he was on the field, kind of understand, okay, I'm not, because the way that the sidelines are, where the numbers are in comparison to the home field, right, it's just different because this is the college setting. They put down the temporary out-of-bounds line. Looked like he kind of took a hard step, just making sure he was still in the field of play when he came in with a great catch, first down for the Falcons, just outside the 10.
First down and goal here for Fertile-Beltrami. Swenby under center. Toss to Isaiah Wright. Trying to find the edge. He's got a block. Works it up to the 6 and a gain of 4.
Nice run. And, ball was spotted early on as they set the ball down. It was just beyond the 10, but then put it right at the 10. So, first and goal is what it was. Wright to having to work his way towards the end zone. And nice job there once again. Tackle made by Ridge Flatness, stopping right at the 6.
Isaiah Wright has the lone score of the afternoon, a 2-yard touchdown run, making it 6-0. 2-point conversion was no good. Vandenighty split out to the left side. Now a little confusion back there, and right on cue, a timeout from Coach Brian Nelson of Fertile-Beltrami. 10:55 to go, quarter number 2. We're back in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB. TDS Fertilizer and Fertile, 218-945-6021. They're your one-stop shop for all your agronomic needs. They sell more than 3 different types of corn and soybean brands, both regional and national, also selling dry and liquid fertilizer, all varieties of Westbred wheat, public varieties, and they also sell chemical. TDS Fertilizer has always been committed to creating new opportunities and higher levels of service for their customers, and they are truly focused on growing with you and your agribusiness. Fertile-Beltrami facing a 2nd down and goal on the 6-yard line. Swenby under center. Isaiah Wright split out to the left side. Handoff goes to Derek Sorensen, and he's tripped up at the 4. Gain of 2. Flopping over some defenders there.
Hey, he was upended, and one of the first guys there was Dante Frank to kind of knife in and get underneath, and then it was just a quick up and over. Not much doing, and 2 downs here to go. Fertile-Beltrami facing a 3rd and 4. 3rd and goal, I should say, at the 4.
Can the Blackduck Drakes hold up here on a goal line stand and keep it at 6-0? Swenby in the shotgun. Vandenighty is only the one guy to the right of the center. Swenby is going to keep it. Option right. Flag flies. Loses a couple yards. We'll see where the flag's at.
It was a great edge put up there by the Drakes as Jarrett Swedberg was there. Also in on the stop was Leo Kingbird, but yes, a flag down right away on the backside of the play. Talking to Coach Handgard, decide what he wants to do. Illegal motion, 2 guys in motion on the Falcons. And it'll be declined.
Okay, so they decline the penalty. See if it pays off for Blackduck here.
Now give them only 1 chance at the end zone and loss of 2 yards, make it a loss of 3 on the play, back to the 7. So yeah, it's a good decision there by Blackduck, and it will be an even better decision if the defense can keep the Falcons out of the end zone.
Big play, started the 2nd quarter, 10:15 to go in the quarter. Ball on the 7. 4th and goal. Swenby back to pass. Looks to the left, now rolls out to the right. Now near the boundary. Still has some time. Running back as he reverses his field. And Sorensen got hit before the football got there. Yeah, and that's the right call there, Kevin.
It's an unfortunate scenario because the play was, in essence, broken. But Fertile-Beltrami, I watched the line. They stayed behind the 5-yard, or behind the line of scrimmage at the 7. And so, and that's what I know Coach Handgard is really talking about that, and they're going to get a pass interference call, or, so in this case, obviously, Fertile-Beltrami is going to get the benefit, and it was a correct call, just an unfortunate scenario for, I guess, everybody, because you got to stay at home, do your job. It's tough. It's kind of like mass chaos when a guy's running around in the backfield like that. So just got to do your job, I guess. And in this case, can't hit a guy if the ball's going at him in the air. So in that case, penalty, and it'll be now ball at the 3 and not an automatic first down. Remember that.
Right. So half the distance to the goal there, not an automatic first down. So Blackduck still an opportunity to try and stop him here on 4th down, 4th and goal. Swenby back to pass, looks over the middle. Now he rolls out to the right, now back to the middle. Room to run, Swenby, he's in. from a couple yards out. Touchdown, Fertile-Beltrami.
That was a great play. Just again, he was bouncing around, knew he had to make a play, found a gap, went after it. Coach Nelson says, all right, Caden, here we go. Let's go for 2 and get this one now. But that was the biggest thing. Saw that last week in the 8A semifinals. And it was reminded that, yes, in fact, of course, fourth down, or not an automatic first down in high school football on a pass interference. You get that distance, but not an automatic first down. That's something that if you watch football on Saturdays or Sundays, the rules change a little bit.
2-point conversion attempt now for the Falcons, leading 12-0. Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Swenby back to pass, rolls out to the right. Now under pressure, floats it into the end zone. Jump ball, incomplete. Nicely done on the coverage back there. That was number 21, Brennan Cordum, for the Blackduck Drakes. 9:43 to go in the second quarter. Fertile-Beltrami leads 12-0. Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com and KRJB.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
Welcome back to the Fargo Dome, the site of the Section 6 9-man football championship game, as we give you your scoring drive summary presented by Deerwood Bank. Fertile-Beltrami took the football over with 2:38 to go in the first quarter, and then they took up some more time in the second, scoring on a 2-yard touchdown run by Caden Swenby, as there's 9:43 left here in the second quarter. That's your scoring drive summary being brought to you by Deerwood Bank of Blackduck. Fertile-Beltrami getting ready to kick it back to the Drakes. Right footed kick from Easton Petrie. Dante Frank at the 30, 35, 40. Frank busting a couple tackles up to the 43. Still loose, now to the 45. And a nice return for Dante Frank of the Drakes.
I keep feeling that Blackduck is just on the verge of something. They're so close. They just need to get to the point of that tipping point to get over the edge so that they can either just bust that one extra tackle to get through or whatever. They're so close. So we'll see if they can put together something before halftime. Trailing 12-0, they've kept Fertile-Beltrami out of the end zone on their 2-point conversions. That's something they can be proud of, and they've pushed Fertile-Beltrami a lot here in this first half.
Yeah, and I agree with you there, Kevin. The turnover on downs for Blackduck happening on the Falcons' 25 and 30-yard lines. Pistol formation. Cordum now in the motion. They pump to the right, over the middle, it's tipped and incomplete.
Just a little bit behind. They were looking for Leo Kingbird. That's a very nice target, by the way, too. If you're looking at size on the field, Leo Kingbird wearing number 1 out there, has the long flowing locks coming out of the helmet, too. He's a good-sized target, and just a little bit behind him. I really like the look of the Drakes. It reminded me when I saw them play against Nevis. I like the look of their offense. They have a good flow when it's rolling.
Cordum split out to the left side. Belinsky in the shotgun. Back to pass again. Dante Frank in there to help block, but it's not going to help. Belinsky is sacked back at the 41-yard line.
And to no surprise, Tucker Bolsted's the guy there, and he rides him down like a great wrestler, just brings him down in the backfield. Just the Energizer Bunny, I'll say it again. Tuck, I don't know if he'd like me to call him that or not, but Bolsted like the Energizer Bunny because he just keeps going. He did a great job there once again bringing down the ball, to bring down the quarterback, and loss of 6 on the play.
Not to mention good coverage downfield from the Fertile-Beltrami defensive backs to get Bolsted in the backfield. It's 3rd down and 16. Ball on their own 39-yard line, and a flag flies on the far side, and it'll be a false start.
Yeah, it'll be a procedure penalty on the Blackduck Drakes, and so a couple of guys were looking at each other like, okay, which one was wrong? Someone went moving, looked like Kingbird moved a little too quickly there. Was it supposed to be a long snap count? Was it supposed to be quick? That's debatable. Only those guys heard it.
False start penalty, backs Blackduck up 5. Slot left. The receiver is Frenzel, now goes in motion across the formation. Belinsky in the shotgun. On the drop, they'll try and set up a screen. It's covered. They covered Ridge Flatness, and Dante Frank catches it in the flat, gets a block on the edge to the 50. My, oh my, what a gain from Dante Frank. And a catch and run of about 18 yards.
Now some Fertile-Beltrami Falcons want to have a block in the back on one of the Drakes that would have been out there, and Isaiah Wright got maybe nudged in the back. It was not a blatant push. It's one of those things that you maybe could just get away with, and look at holding calls in the line of scrimmage. It happens all the time that maybe get missed. This one I think was a good non-call, and Blackduck Drakes obviously taking advantage of a great play and getting that screen working.
If there's ever a play that Blackduck needed,
that was it.
That was it, exactly. Now a flag.
They're trying to count, see how many people they have on the field. Too many guys on the field is the call on the Drakes. They were trying to send one off late. Coach Handgard wants an explanation.
That's only a 5-yard penalty, but
right.
a tough penalty, too, after you pick up 18 yards and sort of deflating, too.
Yeah, sure can be, and now you're just behind the 8 ball, so now you got a first and 15. 8:36 to go, second quarter. Drake's down a drive, but the Falcons lead it 12-0 here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
12-zip, Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Receiver to the far side is Frenzel. Dotting the I in the backfield this time is Brennan Cordum. Takes the toss to the right, looking for the running back pass. They've got a man downfield at the 30. And loose on the far side is Frenzel. Coach Danny Handgard dials up a little trickery. And that's a 58-yard touchdown pass from the sophomore running back, Brennan Cordum.
And we were just talking about some trickery on the red side with Fertile-Beltrami, but it's the Drakes that use it. And Cordum to the air, touchdown Drakes. They get on the board, 8:17 to play in the first half. We got ourselves a football game.
Man, dialing up the running back pass, Brennan Cordum. 58 yards to Frenzel. And now they come out for the 2-point conversion attempt. I formation, ridge flatness, dotting the I. Belinsky under center, goes to flatness, tries to find the edge, not there. Still wrestling toward the goal line, but he's short. 8:17 to go in the first half. Fertile-Beltrami leads 12-6. Blackduck dials up a halfback pass to get within one score. We're back in 30 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Welcome back. The Blackduck Drakes getting on the board with a halfback pass from Brennan Cordum to Bryce Frenzel of 58 yards. As we go through our scoring summary of that drive, being brought to you by Deerwood Bank of Blackduck. That drive starting at the 9:34 mark and just taking over a minute. We're the Drakes on that drive. There's 8:17 to go in this first half. Capped off by a 58-yard halfback pass from Brennan Cordum to Bryce Frenzel. And it's 12-6. Fertile-Beltrami leads by a score. Kickoff back to the Falcons. Picked up by Sorensen at the 35. Spun down at the 39. Fertile-Beltrami starts their next possession there.
Now Fertile-Beltrami's been able to find the end zone on consecutive drives. We'll see if they can put it together again. And just a little after 1 o'clock here now, as the kickoff was just a couple minutes ahead of 12:30. So a pretty crisp football game thus far. We've got 8:13 to play in the quarter, and Fertile-Beltrami leads at 12-6. Their drive here as the Falcons will start out on the 40.
Falcons have scored on their first 2 possessions of the game. 2-yard touchdown for Isaiah Wright. And a 2-yard touchdown for Caden Swenby. Swenby under center, tossed on the left side. Werpy has to cut back, and he's going to be brought down at the line of scrimmage. Kanan Arp slowed him down. Dante Frank cleaned it up.
Good physical play by the Blackduck Drakes. That score certainly has energized the defense.
12-6. 7:50 to go, quarter number 2. Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Fertile-Beltrami leading the defending Section 6 9-man football champions. in the championship game for the third consecutive year. Shotgun formation, Swenby. Handoff on the fly, sweep to right, trying to go north and south rather than east and west, and he gets upended by a Drake defender. That was Cordum, and it's third down.
Bryce Frenzel also in the area too, and now for the Blackduck Drakes. Putting up the wings here and put up a stop if they could find a way to keep Fertile-Beltrami on their side of the field for the first time today, as we have a 3rd down and 8 upcoming for the Falcons. Well, let's see what they pull out here. Haven't done a ton through the air. They started a little bit more on that last possession. Do they go to the air here on 3rd and 8?
When they do, they can be deadly through the air. Good quarterback in Swenby, strong arm quarterback. He'll go back to pass. Has the protection, rolling out to the left. Lofts it down the left sideline, looking for right, and incomplete.
That's great coverage. On the coverage that time, you had Bryce Frenzel, and also deep back there on coverage was Evan Belinsky. And just great coverage. Ball was thrown maybe a little bit behind, just a little bit. Swenby had to throw it, give it his all there to get it all the way down the field. Right was the intended target. Comes up incomplete. Great coverage, and just a bang-bang type play there that goes the way of the Drakes. And now Fertile-Beltrami faced with 4th and 8.
Would have been a connection of about 40 yards for Fertile-Beltrami if they could have got it. Like you said, Kev, maybe a little underthrown, but not a bad thrown ball. Good defense, though, too, from Blackduck. So we'll see our first punt of the afternoon after a couple turnover on downs, as Swenby will punt it away for Fertile-Beltrami. Right-footed punt is away to the near side, and it'll go out of bounds in a short punt. Let's see where they spot this one.
Mike Martin will walk it back here. Was at the 42. Yeah, it angled out very quickly. It's going to be a great set of yards here for Blackduck. It's going to be marked down, officially at the 47. So, yeah, you're going to net, 11 yards on the punt. Not the best there for Fertile-Beltrami. Drake's in great field position.
So the Drakes get their defensive stop that they want. Can Fertile-Beltrami do the same? 1st down and 10 for Blackduck on their own 47-yard line. Down by a score, it's 12-6. Belinsky in the shotgun, play action, back to pass. Over the top of a defender, and Flatness dropped it. Incomplete on the far side. They had to loft it over the top of Derek Sorensen, who was out in coverage, and Flatness might have been peeking upfield before he hauled in the football. Incomplete. Yeah, well, and for the Drakes, they've been going to the air here as of late, and we talked about the liking of their set. They've got a number of targets, and they've been able to kind of spread it around here, at least if not caught and completed passes. They've been targeting their receivers, and it'll be 2nd down and 10 now coming for the Drakes. And Evan Belinsky, 4 of 6 in this first half passing. He'll go back to pass. Now a design quarterback power right side. Finseth trying to run him down. It's going to be a 1st down and a gain of 12. Tackle made by Van Den Heide on the far side. Mustang Seeds 1st down.
The Drakes have momentum right now, and Evan Belinsky just slipped past Finseth. Finseth had both hands on him, whereas wasn't able to haul him in. And a very nice run play there on the quarterback power as clock runs.
Hurry up offense again. Leo Kingbird, the tight end on the near side. Flatness to the right. Frank stands to the right of Belinsky. He takes the handoff across the 40-yard line to the 39 and falls forward to the 38 for a gain of 2, 2nd down.
Ryan Van Den Heide making contact that time for Fertile-Beltrami defensively as the Drakes plunge forward, get 3 on 1st down. Midway through the 2nd quarter, Blackduck is driving now in Fertile-Beltrami Falcon territory, down by a score of 12-6.
Drakes huddling up now after starting the game in the hurry-up offense. Receiver to the right side is Bryce Frenzel. Frank to the right of Belinsky again. Frank a little quiet here in this first half. Kingbird and Flatness, the tight ends. Head high snap back to Belinsky. Another quarterback power, had some success previously and not quite as much success this time. And a gain of 3, 3rd down.
A couple of Falcons in on the stop there, including Derek Sorensen. So 3rd down now upcoming. Fertile-Beltrami's defense needs to stand tall, and in this case, the Drakes have done it so far. They get down inside the 40, and it's 4-down territory. So I'd expect the Drakes, if they don't get it here, to give it another go on 4th down if they can't convert.
3rd down and 4. Football sits on the Falcon 34-yard line. Cordum split out to the left side, had a halfback pass touchdown on the previous possession. Split out right near the boundary. Shotgun is Belinsky. Takes the snap. Handoff to Frank. Has the edge and now run down from behind and hanging on for dear life is Fertile-Beltrami. And Frank works it forward, gets a generous spot at the 28 and a 1st down for the Blackduck Drakes.
Yes, absolutely. And on the stop that time for Fertile-Beltrami included Brody Ron. Also, Ryan Van Den Eyde, just a hard run, physical play. Frank kept his feet going.
Blackduck playing with tempo again. Cordum left side. Shotgun is Belinsky. Fakes the handoff one way. Goes to Flatness. Big hole right side. Flatness to the 20. And into the end zone goes Riggs Flatness from 28 yards. Touchdown. Blackduck Drakes. We're tied at 12.
Think about Ridge Flatness there, too, Dawson, is he laid a stiff arm, laid on that score with his bad shoulder. Impressive stuff. And he just got stronger with each step on that run. And the Drakes have taken over the momentum, have tied the football game with 4:44 to go in this first half.
Now they come out for that 2-point conversion attempt. We said it in the pregame with Flatness in the injury. No doubt playing through the shoulder that didn't really look like bugged him too much there. It's the section championship though, Kevin. This is what it's for. Belinsky for the lead. He's in. Two-point conversion is good from Evan Belinsky. And with 4:44 to go in the first half, Blackduck takes the lead 14-12. We're back in 30 seconds on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to IrieINS.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Blackduck Drakes take the lead 14-12. Scoring drive summaries brought to you by Deerwood Bank of Blackduck. There was a touchdown run of 28 yards for Ridge Flatness that went just over 3 minutes. And a short kickoff to the near side, out of bounds. And that's going to be a good start for Fertile-Beltrami. As we said, all our scoring drive summaries being brought to you by Deerwood Bank of Blackduck.
That almost took out the front row of fans. A sidewinder kick that just missed everything there off the foot of Leo Kingbird. So at any rate, it's going to be even better field position. Usually, it's up to the 35, but this one goes out at the spot, which will be at the 44-yard line. So great field position for Fertile-Beltrami, trying to regain momentum and also get back the lead. They trail at 14-12.
Remember, the Blackduck Drakes on their last possession got that excellent field position courtesy of a short punt from Caden Swenby. Fertile-Beltrami, good field position here. They have to go 51 yards to try and score a touchdown and take the lead before the end of the first half. Swenby under center. Hand off to Werpy. Up the middle. Runs in to Dante Frank, and he's slung down after a gain of 2. Second down.
Yeah, Frank just spun him down. Not much going. They gave it to him, and Werpy's not one to shy away from contact. And well, neither is Frank, and Frank just wrapped him up and spun him down. Is the Drakes' center of the defense pretty strong right now. Second down and 8 for the Falcons.
Ball sits on the Drakes' 49-yard line. 2 running backs in the backfield in the 3-point stance. Wright and Sorensen. It'll go to Isaiah Wright. Gets across the 45-yard line to the 44. And a gain of 5, now third down.
All right, now for the Falcons, start to chip away a little bit here and see if they can't get something on third down to stick. Inside these final 4 minutes, getting a lead back before halftime would be very, very big for Fertile-Beltrami.
And I remember that championship game last year, Kevin. You had sort of talked about while covering that game, the Falcons just playing boring football, and they'll have no problem doing that as they just try to gain some yards back and face a third down and 3. Swenby, play action, back to pass. He's got a man open. He's going to loft it downfield and caught! Caught by Wright inside the 20. The coverage was there, but a better catch by Isaiah Wright to the 19.
That was fantastic. He broke open, and then as the ball was going down the sideline, there was convergence on the defense of the Blackduck Drakes. Wright did a great job in just getting himself in position, getting a foot down. All he needs is one, and he stuck that one down, got in before the out-of-bounds line, and a big play for Fertile-Beltrami.
I'll tell you what, Caden Swenby had Ryan Van Den Eyde open over the middle for about 12 yards. He said, the heck with that, we want 25. Now here's Werpy trying to get into the end zone from 18 yards. He does! Touchdown, Fertile-Beltrami!
You know how I talked about boring football? You know, there's nothing wrong with boring football, but what we just saw in those last two plays, that's a lot of fun. Big play offensively through the air, then give it to Werpy, let him barrel forward. Great blocks up front by that left side of the line for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, including Jack Leiser doing a great job of clearing a huge hole, and Werpy didn't have much trouble finding the end zone. Touchdown Fertile-Beltrami. They regain the lead.
Back and forth we go here in the first half. 3:28 to go. Remember, Fertile-Beltrami deferring to the second half. They will get the second half kickoff, trying to get the two-point conversion. Swenby out to the right side, has some space, avoids Frank, into the end zone. He's there. Two-point conversion is good from Caden Swenby. Makes it 20-14 on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds with the kickoff back to the Drakes on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada with this just arrived 2018 model MT740 Challenger with 18-inch tracks, 2,000 hours, 400 horsepower, 6 remotes, CVT transmission, priced at $305,000. New trade Versatile 846 with 18 4x38 tires, one owner tractor priced at $39,000. And don't forget the early order discount program now for Amity Bead Equipment. Talk to Chuck O'Neill at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
And welcome back to the Fargo Dome as our scoring drive summary being brought to you by Deerwood Bank of Blackduck. Fertile-Beltrami punches it in, takes hardly no time at all, just over a minute on that last drive. Started at their own 44-yard line, and it was capped off from an 18-yard touchdown run by Braden Werpy. Two-point conversion was good. It's 20-14 on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Fertile-Beltrami will kick it back to the Drakes. Petrie, line drive kick far side, and it'll go out of bounds inside the 15, though, however. So we'll see where this football gets spotted for the Drakes on this next possession.
He's trying to angle it. It just got a little too much that time and sent it out of bounds. So, yeah, both teams have found the flags on the kickoffs here in this first half. Big play, big drive by Fertile-Beltrami. So now we had just seen, Blackduck capture all the momentum before that touchdown by the Falcons. Does Blackduck's offense still have some of that momentum as they come out here for the final 3:28 in the first half?
We will find out here. The Drakes down by 6, 20-14. They lost to Fertile-Beltrami in the regular season. Final score there was 42-12. 6-point game this time in the section championship. Belinsky over the middle finds Kingbird across the 40-yard line to the 42. Pickup of 7.
Kingbird, and he's going to have the ball. The ball came loose late, but he was already down. Kingbird makes a great play. I was going to comment his hair. He looks like new Vikings tight end TJ Hawkinson.
Oh, we're fired up there.
You bet, brother.
We're fired up for that one. Leo Kingbird, the catch of 7. Second down and a long 2. Belinsky in the pistol. Flatness. Big hole. Runs into a couple Falcons defenders. Ethan Finseth. Jonah Harstead there as well. Short gain, third down.
I felt that hit. I'm not too far off from the sideline, but I felt it when Finseth came in. You could kind of just see the ball carry a pinball between the linebackers there and Harstead and Finseth. Good physical play by the defense of the Falcons.
Receivers split out to the far side. Blackduck only needs 1 yard to get the first down. Let's see if they hand it off. No, it'll be Belinsky, and he will keep it, and he will get the first down, and he's brought down by Jonah Harstead inside Falcon territory to the 49. That's a gain of 5 and a first down.
And nice run there by the Drakes. Drakes offense doing some really good things, and they're steady, and they really like the hurry up. That is something that is keeping the Falcons off of their normal routine.
First down and 10. Football on the Falcons 49. Belinsky back to pass. Straight drop. Time. Right side. Caught by Frank at the 35. And he breaks the tackle and brought down at the 30-yard line.
And only had one more guy to beat, but he was able to be brought down. Otherwise, the Drakes are finding a way to get to that next level, getting through the linebackers, getting to that defensive back core, and then kind of just leaving it up to the safety, and that's what the Falcons had left. They were able to hold him back, but great offensive series again for Blackduck.
That's a gain of 20. Belinsky, another power to the right side, trying to outrun Bolstead, getting around the corner across the 30-yard line to the 28 and pushed out of bounds at the 26. and it's second down.
Belinsky and the Drakes doing everything they can to keep the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons off of their regular momentum here. They're just kind of, now keeping them guessing. Now they're going to huddle up, something they haven't done on a regular basis here today. So just keeping the tempo kind of a little bit chaotic for the Falcons defense, and seems to be doing well for the Drakes offense under 2 minutes to play in the first half.
Receiver to the right side for Blackduck will be Frenzel. Cordum to the left, Belinsky in the gun. Frank to his left side, Kingbird the tight end. Another pass for Belinsky. Time. Now he escapes the pocket to the right side. Near the boundary, right side, that bounce, incomplete. Incomplete pass, far side, near the sideline, right in front of the Drakes bench, and brings up second down, 1:52 to go in the first half.
And stick around at halftime. We'll break down the first half of play and share some stats and hear from Coach Nelson of the Falcons and hear from Coach Handgard from the Drakes as well as we head into halftime. Stick around for that.
Broadcasting this afternoon from the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial Radio booth. Visit with Laura and Ada or Yulin and plan for your future. Laura Tweeten, Thrivent Financial, facing a 3rd down and 6 of the Blackduck Drakes. Handoff is going to go to Frank. Escapes a tackle at the 25. Now still turning at the 20 and down to the 19-yard line. And another first down for the Drakes.
Bolstead brings him down, but there were 3 or 4 Falcons there to help try to bring down the ball carry, but Frank didn't care. He just kept moving his legs and did not want to go down, and now Bolstead's going to get a break. He worked hard on that play.
Gain of 7, clock will run. 90 seconds to go in the first half. Fertile-Beltrami leads 20-14. Belinsky in the shotgun. Cook is the running back to the right. He'll go back to pass Belinsky. Over the middle, looking for Kingbird through his hands. Incomplete. Now second down.
Kingbird patted himself on the helmet saying, I got to catch that one. I got to haul that one in. Would have, in this case, brought him like 3 yards and the clock would have ran. So in this case now, a second down and 10, the clock stops.
1:23 to go. That might benefit Fertile-Beltrami as well, Kevin. Give a couple of their defensive guys a quick breather.
Both teams have 2 timeouts remaining, by the way.
Second down and 10. Football sits on the Falcons' 19-yard line. Belinsky back to pass in the shotgun. Fires right side. Caught. And no, dropped it. It rolls out after it goes in and out of the hands of Bryce Frenzel. Laying the hit on the far side, too. Braden Werpy on sort of a timing connection. Brings up third down.
Belinsky very deliberate and steady in the pocket, holds the ball for a second, gets his feet set, spins it, gets himself set to throw a nice pass, and it was well delivered, just dropped.
4 down territory again for Blackduck, 3rd down and 10 on the Falcons 19. Belinsky back to pass. That's another quarterback power, but he's not going to go far this time. He's brought down by number 26, Wesley Ramberg, and it's 4th down and about 9.
Ramberg doesn't always get his name called because he's doing a lot of dirty work, but there he got to the middle of the play and made the stop there. Great job by Ramberg, who's just a steady player for Fertile-Beltrami on the defensive line.
Another big play in this first half as the half is going to draw to a close in 50 seconds, and looks like we're going to have a timeout on the field.
Yeah, Coach Hamburg's over there with the side judge, and they're just going to make their decisions here. And there it is, calling timeout.
So Coach Danny Handgard for Blackduck calls the timeout. Timeout's being brought to you by Freedom Fuel in Ada. We're back in 30 seconds on 106.5 FM, KRJB, and yourliveevent.com.
This is Nick Gordon, your ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. I'm proud to call Ada my hometown and look forward to helping you with any of your ag, business, or other banking needs. I would enjoy visiting with you and help you achieve your goals. Please come by the bank or call me, Kasha, or Carly at American Federal Bank in Ada, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Welcome back in what could be the biggest play of this first half. With 42 seconds remaining, it's a 4th down and 8 for the Blackduck Drakes. Ball sits on the Falcon 18-yard line. Receiver to the far side of the field is Bryce Frenzel. Brennan Cordum, the sophomore, to the left. Kingbird and Frank are the tight ends. Belinsky back to pass, rolls out to the right side, and incomplete. Turnover on downs, and the Fertile-Beltrami Falcon defense holds up to get the football back.
You know what I like about the play, though, is that the Drakes dialed it up so that they could get the first down. There was nobody less than the line of scrimmage running routes. And a little pressure from Fertile-Beltrami as well. So kudos to the Falcons defense to put quarterback Belinsky in trouble a little bit there. But the intended target was Bryce Frenzel, and it's an incomplete pass as he was at the sticks. But a turnover on downs for the final 37 seconds. Fertile-Beltrami does have 2 timeouts left.
We'll see if it looks like they'll be content to go into halftime with the 6-point lead. Fertile-Beltrami will receive the second half kickoff, leading by 6 on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard, 20-14 as they come out. And it looks like they will need the football. Swenby goes under center, and he falls down to his left knee, and they will. So after 1 half of play on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard, the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons lead the Blackduck Drakes 20-14. Inside our halftime report, we'll get the Linfors Insurance Agency halftime report. Prior to that, we'll see if we can get our halftime coaches' interviews, and we will. Kevin Copeland standing by with Coach Brian Nelson.
All right, thanks a lot, Brian. First half for the guys. They had some ups and downs. They had to just deal with a really tough football team across the way.
Yeah, I'd say that second quarter wasn't our best there. It all started with that pitch pass, so they caught us on that, and then I think we're kind of hanging our heads. But, hey, what a great atmosphere. It's a great championship game. It's the way it should be. 2 great teams playing, just slugging it out on the field.
What's the message to the boys at halftime?
Hydrate, we'll make a couple adjustments if we need to, and get ready for the second half.
Brian, good luck to you and the boys.
All right, thank you.
You got it. That's Brian Nelson, head coach Fertile-Beltrami, joining us. Halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union. Becoming a member of United Savings Credit Union is simple. Find them at one of their 4 locations, 2 in Fargo, 1 in downtown, and 1 in Amber Valley Parkway. They're also on Highway 10 in Dilworth and Detroit Lakes. UnitedSavingsCU.org.
All right, thanks a lot, Kevin. He was down there with head coach of the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, Brian Nelson, with those halftime coaches' comments, and we'll try and come back with Coach Danny Handgard of the Blackduck Drakes. Let's get into our Linfors Insurance halftime report when we return here on YourLiveEvent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
Are you thinking about moving to an assisted living facility? Consider Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Located in the heart of the Red River Valley, Benedictine's Ada campus includes Benedictine Care Community, a 49-bed skilled nursing facility, and Mission Court, an 18-unit assisted living facility that shares a campus with Essentia Health Ada. That means you have full access to health care directly on site. Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Learn more online at www.blcada.org or give them a call at 218-784-5001.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Linfors Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Since the beginning in 1998, Agramax has had one simple goal that continues to be a key trait today: to help their customers become better. Over 20 years later, Agramax has been able to help their customers more than ever, serving customers in the areas of Fisher, East Grand Forks, Fertile, and locations across North Dakota. Agramax looks forward to working with you in shaping the future of agriculture. Visit with them today at their location in Fertile or call them at 218-945-3536.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
Welcome inside the Linfors Insurance Halftime Report here on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB. Linfors Insurance in Ada, Mahnomen, Foston, Bagley, and Clearbrook. Let's go through a little game summary thus far as Fertile-Beltrami leads 20-14 on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard in an exciting first half of football from the Section 6 9-man football championship. Started off with the Blackduck Drakes getting the opening possession of the game, and they were a little quiet offensively, or rather they had a couple of big yards, but they got inside the 25-yard line of the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, and then it ended up being a turnover on downs. Giving the pigskin back to Fertile-Beltrami with 10:34 to go in the first. Took over 4 minutes in that possession, capped off by a 2-yard touchdown by Isaiah Wright. And then the ensuing possession for Blackduck, a turnover on downs again, and another drive that was eerily similar to their first series that got them to the 25-yard line of Fertile-Beltrami again. Took almost 4 minutes off the clock, but resulted in a second consecutive turnover on downs. From there, Fertile-Beltrami was able to convert and take advantage with another score in a possession that took over, another 4 minutes off the clock with 2:38 to go in the first, and then into the second quarter with 9:43 left in the second quarter. It was a 2-yard touchdown run by Caden Swenby. Ensuing possession for Blackduck, they needed to get the offense going, and that's exactly what they did. Coach Danny Handgard of the Blackduck Drakes dialing up a 58-yard touchdown on a halfback pass. It was Brennan Cordum throwing that pass to Bryce Frenzel, and that got not only the offense off the ground for Blackduck at that point, but also some momentum as well. They forced a punt from Fertile-Beltrami as they held the football for not even 2 minutes on their next drive. Blackduck answers with a 28-yard rushing touchdown by Ridge Flatness, and the 2-point conversion was good. And then again, back to Fertile-Beltrami answering with a score of their own. A drive that started on their own 44, capped off by an 18-yard touchdown run and a 2-point conversion attempt that was good. That 18-yard touchdown was from Braden Werpy. After that, Fertile-Beltrami was giving it back to the Blackduck Drakes, and it was a turnover on downs to end that first half for the Blackduck offense. Took it all the way down to the 37-second mark, and they got it all the way to the Fertile-Beltrami 18-yard line, but resulted in a turnover on downs. Your score after one half of play, Fertile-Beltrami leads 20-14 on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. We're inside the Linfors Insurance Agency halftime report on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
At Community Co-op, we offer our energy solutions programs to help area farm operations. Hi, this is Rocky Bruin. One of our popular programs is our fuel contracting with only 30 cents per gallon upfront payment And our pricing programs are a couple quick reasons why you would lock in your fuel contracting price with Community Co-op. Let us help you manage your risk. Call 1-888-935-2281 and we can discuss more of your energy solutions programs from Community Co-ops Lake Park.
Riverview Health, exceptional people, exceptional care.
Riverview Health is pleased to welcome Dr. Vanita Parikh to their team. Dr. Parikh is an experienced interventional pain management physician specializing in effective treatment options to increase functionality and comfort for daily living. For appointments, call Riverview Clinic at 218-281-9595. Dr. Parikh is seeing patients in both the Crookston and East Grand Forks clinics.
Riverview Health.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Welcome back to the Lynn Forest Insurance Agency Halftime Report on 106.5 FM KRJB and your live event.com. Fertile-Beltrami leads the Blackduck Drakes by 6 after one half of play, 20-14 on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Let's get to some first half stats being powered by Christian Motors of Fertile, starting with the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. Isaiah Wright, as we start with the rushing department, Isaiah Wright has 11 carries for 55 yards and a 2-yard touchdown. Derek Sorensen, 4 carries for 16 yards. Caden Swenby, a rushing touchdown today, as he has 4 carries for 10 yards, and that rushing touchdown came from 3 yards out. 45 yards on the ground for Braden Werpy, and also an 18-yard rushing touchdown. In the passing department for Fertile-Beltrami, Caden Swenby was 2 of 4 for 66 yards. Those 2 completions going to Isaiah Wright for 25, and a huge connection to Braden Werpy of 36 yards. On the other sideline for the Blackduck Drakes, running the football, Dante Frank has 8 carries for 22 yards. Evan Belinsky, 39 yards rushing on 10 carries. Ridge Flatness has 7 carries for 68 yards and a 28-yard touchdown run here this afternoon. Through the air, Evan Belinsky was 6 of 12 for 59 yards. And Brennan Cordum, wide receiver turned quarterback, and I believe was the Blackduck Drakes quarterback no more than 2 or 3 years ago, tossed a 58-yard touchdown pass. That was a halfback pass play that got the offense going for the Blackduck Drakes, 58-yard score. That was completed to number 25, Bryce Frenzel, for the touchdown. Receiving, Leo Kingbird, 1 catch for 7 yards, 3 grabs for Dante Frank for 40, and then a catch apiece for Brennan Cordum and Ridge Flatness for 6 yards. Your first half statistics being brought to you by Christian Motors of Fertile. Stop by Christian Motors for the absolute best selection in used cars, or visit them online at christiancarsonline.com. Christian Motors, with locations in Minnesota, including Fertile and Crookston, and locations in North Dakota, including Findlay, Cooperstown, Jamestown, and their used superstore in Mayville. Visit them online at christiancarsonline.com. Inside the Lynn Forest Insurance Agency halftime report, as we will send it down to the field here momentarily, as Coach Danny Hangard will speak with our very own Kevin Kochman here on the sideline as our color commentator this afternoon. Fertile-Beltrami leading after one half of play by 6. 20-14 is the score. I believe they'll put a couple extra minutes of time on the clock, and we will now send it down to Kevin Kochman, who's standing by with Danny Hangard of the Blackduck Drakes.
We're walking and talking to Coach Hangard for your boys. What was the message at halftime?
Yeah, you know, it's a decent half. We survived the half, but we want to do more than survive the half, obviously. I think we made some better adjustments with our tight ends and our guards. I think they were getting us a little bit. They got some really good DNs, right? They're fast and physical. Offensively, we've been in the red zone. We've moved the ball a little bit. We just got to execute on 3rd and short and 4th and short.
That's a huge factor, and for your guys, they're certainly bringing the energy. They had to lead it for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, the guys answered the bell. You know, the bell was ringing. We answered a little bit, but we got to do more than that against a team like this.
Coach, good luck in the second half.
Thank you. Go Drakes.
That is Danny Engard joining us. Halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union. Become a member. Learn more at unitedsavingscu.org at our halftime coaches' comments.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. 2 extra minutes up on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard here for this half. We'll take a quick break. It's your Lynn Forest Insurance Agency halftime report, back with more second half action in the Section 6 9-man football championship from the Fargo Dome. Your second half kickoff coming your way next on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
The Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile, serving daily lunch and nightly dinner specials. Dine in or carry out 945-6806. As you travel to games this tournament season, stop in before or after at the Erickson Smokehouse for a great meal smoked in-house at the Erickson Smokehouse. Wings, brisket, chicken, and more when you head to the Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile. Wishing good luck to our area teams participating in postseason play. Daily lunch and nightly dinner specials available for dine-in or carry-out 945-6806 at the Erickson Smokehouse in Fertile.
Looking for a rewarding job in healthcare? Come join the team at Fairmeadow Nursing Home in Fertile. We are now hiring RNs, LPNs, TMAs, and CNAs for all shifts. Fairmeadow Nursing Home has an excellent benefits package and is now offering full tuition paid to further your nursing career. Not CNA certified? No problem. Fairmeadow Nursing Home will pay for your classes and you'll be paid while you go. Call 218-945-6194 to get started in healthcare with Fairmeadow Nursing Home.
Welcome back in the latter part of the Lynn Forest Insurance halftime report. Just 40 seconds left of the halftime report here this afternoon. Getting you ready for the second half. Kevin Kochman will kick it down to you and talk about some keys to the second half, starting with Fertile-Beltrami.
All for Fertile-Beltrami offensively, get out here and score right out of the gates. Get the foot back on the gas. For Blackduck, boy, key for success is to not allow Fertile-Beltrami to do that, right? Defensively, they've got to come out and be strong. At the same time, for the Drakes, they've got to just make sure that they play clean football and keep the Falcons guessing. So those are some big keys for the second half. I just think that right now for Fertile-Beltrami, capitalize on what you finished with and put yourself in the driver's seat as you start this third quarter.
Fertile-Beltrami will receive the second half kickoff. Remember, just 1 week ago, Isaiah Wright took the second half kickoff 85 yards to the house. He won't be back deep. He's in that second line. Instead, it is Jonah Harstead, and I believe...
Looks like you've got Brody Ron back there.
Brody Ron back there as well. We're ready to go for the second half in the Section 6 9-man football championship. Here's Harstead to the 25, 30, getting close to the 40. Now brought down at the 39-yard line. Our second half gets underway with the first possession there for Fertile-Beltrami.
He talked to Coach Nelson there, and he talks about just staying hydrated. And, you know, that was a conversation you look at with Blackduck, too. The guys, the 9 guys that they've got rolling, they just needed a quick little breather. Hopefully they were able to recharge during halftime. You could definitely see Fertile-Beltrami coming out here on the sideline. They've definitely spent some time just getting a chance to rehydrate, recoup over those 12 minutes at halftime.
Blackduck Drakes played a pretty good first half, but one of the best things that could happen for them is that halftime as they get a little bit of a break. Fertile-Beltrami up by 6. First possession of the second half, it's 20-14. Braden Werpy goes in motion. Caden Swenby under center. Handoff goes to Derek Sorensen. He's been a little quiet this afternoon, but loud on that run for a gain of 5, second down.
Tackle made by Cy Frenzel that time, a junior for the Drakes, and Frenzel just held on and rode Sorensen down after a gain of 6 at 2nd and 4. Falcons going right up the gut on first down.
Football sits on the Blackduck 45-yard line. You're tuned in here on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB. I'm Dawson Peterson. Kevin Kochman down on the sideline. Caden Swenby under center. Handoff to Isaiah Wright. Puts his foot in the ground. Weasels his way back to the middle of the field. Across the 50 into Drake's territory to the 48-yard line. And a first down.
Now the only thing Blackduck can do to try to keep Isaiah Wright grounded is to keep him in between the tackles there. But he does get a first down and move the chains for the Falcons. A first down and 10 as they get into Drake territory.
55 yards rushing in the first half for sophomore running back Isaiah Wright. First down and 10. Ball on the Drakes' 48-yard line. Out wide to the right side will be Braden Werpy. Caden Swenby under center. Handoff left side, right. 45, 40, and he's loose. There goes Isaiah Wright. A 48-yard score. Touchdown, Fertile-Beltrami.
And he crosses the finish line into the end zone, and you finally get to see the sprinter head to the open field. Touchdown Falcons on a big one there for Isaiah Wright. And he talked about putting the foot down and keeping it on the gas. They did that, and then they exceeded the speed limit on that run.
48-yard touchdown run for Isaiah Wright, makes it 26-14. Fertile-Beltrami on the opening possession of the second half. That now puts Isaiah Wright over the century mark in rushing this afternoon. Now has 2 rushing touchdowns. Swanby back to pass, rolls out to the right side, now back to the middle, trying to do it himself. He's going to be brought down, lost the football. 2-point conversion is no good. But a touchdown for Fertile-Beltrami in front, 26-14. Opening possession of the second half. Back to the Drakes when we return in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
Educating for success in an environment of learning, respect, and responsibility. That's the mission of Fertile-Beltrami Schools. The Fertile-Beltrami School District, administration, faculty, and coaching staff focus on the individual student. Fertile-Beltrami Schools excelling in academics, athletics, choir, band, FFA, FCLA, National Honor Society, Knowledge Bowl, and more. Fertile-Beltrami Schools, bringing you this message to show Falcon pride. Visit www.fertilebeltrami.k12.mn.us.
26-14, 10:54 to go in the third quarter, just underway as we take a look at your Deerwood Bank of Blackduck scoring drive summary. A drive that went 61 seconds. 48-yard rushing touchdown for Isaiah Wright. Fertile-Beltrami, and they go up 26-14. Here's the kickoff away from Easton Petrie, received on the far side, nearly out of bounds is Cordum to the 30, 35, and up to the 36-yard line. As we said, all our scoring drives brought to you by Deerwood Bank of Blackduck. Deerwood Bank understands that success does not come from simply focusing on products or services, but instead success comes from focusing on the people and communities that they serve. Scoring drives brought to you by Deerwood Bank of Blackduck this afternoon. First possession of the second half of the Drakes, starting on their own 36-yard line after the kickoff return. Belinsky will be in the shotgun. Had some success in that first half. Through the air, he was 6 of 12. Instead, the handoff is going to go to Ridge Flatness, trying to find the edge, and it looks like we're going to have a penalty somewheres in the area of holding.
Yeah, and Flatness got popped as he got to the outside edge, too, so not much going, but a holding is the call. They're going to bring it back here. And for the Drakes, they're going to see some adversity. They're going to have to find ways to get around it and capitalize when they have a chance, just like they've done most of the game thus far, but certainly not helping themselves out with a holding penalty to start.
So the holding penalty will back up the line of scrimmage for the Blackduck Drakes. See if they can answer that scoring drive of Fertile-Beltrami, 20-14, now 26-14 after the long touchdown run by Isaiah Wright. That's a 10-yard penalty for Blackduck. Had 3 penalties in that first half for a total of 13. And now first down and 10 for Blackduck. 10:43 just underway in half number 2. Fertile-Beltrami leads by 2 scores, 26-14. I formation, Belinsky under center, toss to the left side to Cordum, nearly stacked up in the backfield, and now he is. That's going to be a loss. Finseth came flying in out of his linebacker spot, and Easton Petrie brought him down for a loss.
Finding ways to stay, to keep the head above water, for Blackduck, just from the standpoint of not a lot of depth, right? Guys that are just having to work and work and work. You hope that they can try to rise above and continue to stay above the edge. And right now, Fertile-Beltrami offensively, they came out and set the foot on the gas. Defensively, they're hungry. You can see it.
Frank, the tight end on the left side for Blackduck. Belinsky in the shotgun. Chest high snap. He's back to pass. A lot of time for Belinsky. Left side. Kingbird, a big connection to the 35 and back to the original line of scrimmage to the 36-yard line and a gain of 11 yards for the Blackduck Drakes.
That'll put a little energy back in you as Werpy bringing down the receiver Kingbird there. Nice offensive play, and now second and manageable here. Third down, I should say.
Belinsky facing a 3rd down and 9 in the shotgun. Back to pass. Standing in the pocket, lofts it left side, in trouble. Oh, Kingbird had it. Oh, he had it. He ran free. A Blackduck Drake receiver fell down. An incomplete 4th down.
Yeah, Kingbird's not going to like that because the ball was just over the outstretched arms of the Falcons defense, and quarterback needed to get rid of it there too. Of course, you'd look at Belinsky did a nice job getting the ball out and getting it out before there could have been a holding call as well, but then that ball hit Kingbird right in the hands, incomplete.
Back deep to return the punt now for Fertile-Beltrami. I believe that's Braden Werpy. They might fake it. Now Belinsky in trouble. Sacked inside the 30-yard line, and Fertile-Beltrami is going to take over on the Drakes 29. That's a big play with Fertile-Beltrami already in front by 2 scores.
Easton Petrie, Tucker Bolstead there, and yeah, you get a kind of a dual threat punt situation right there, right, where Belinsky's got the chance to do something, try to get out in open space and send it, and in this case too for Fertile-Beltrami, they were ready for it, and there just wasn't much opportunity, and Belinsky had to make a decision, and his decision was to hold on to it and nowhere to go. Great field position for the Falcons.
So Fertile-Beltrami in front by 2 scores, trying to make life even more difficult for Blackduck if they can get into the end zone here. Not that time. Braden Werpy brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1.
Garrett Swedberg in on the stop there for the Drakes as not much doing for the Falcons. In fact, the loss on the play, like you mentioned, brings up second down. 9 minutes to play, third quarter, and a slow start here with some penalties and a time stoppage there by Blackduck on that last possession. Fertile-Beltrami up by 12 here, trying to make it another possession if they can find a way to get in the end zone.
26-14. Football sits on the Drakes' 30-yard line. Second down and 11. Broken pistol formation. Here's Swenby. Fake the pass to the right. Delayed handoff to Isaiah Wright, and he gets inside the 25 to the 23-yard line. And we've seen that play be successful this afternoon as they pick up another chunk of yards back in a gain of about 7 or 8.
Now Belinsky on the stop that time, and it'll be a third down for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. And this is 4-down territory as they found themselves up to the 23-yard line where the ball is spotted.
Third down and 4. Fertile-Beltrami leading 26-14 with 8:10 remaining. Victory in the Section 6 9-man championship for the Falcons would be their second in a row. They're here in the championship game for the 3rd consecutive year. Swenby under center, heavy to the right. Here's Isaiah Wright on a quick toss, trying to find the edge, and he can't get there. Nicely done on the tackle by, looks like Brennan Cordum of the Blackduck Drakes, and it's 4th down.
That's great defense. The Drakes, it just talk about trying to overcome some of that adversity. Your offense just got snubbed. You gave up a score right away to start the half, but the defense not willing to bend right now. So the Falcons will come out 4th down, and there's plenty of time left to get a play call in. Swenby brings in the call from Coach Nelson. They're going to have to hustle a little bit, though.
7.5 to go, quarter number 3. Falcons up by 12, facing a 4th down and 4 after the first negative yardage play from Isaiah Wright this afternoon. Swenby in the shotgun. 2 receivers stacked up on the right side. It's Ron and Wright. They fake the handoff to Werpy. Rolling out to the left. Nowhere to run with it. Now Swenby in trouble, reversing his field to the right. Has time now after he gets a block. Lost it into the end zone. Touchdown! All improvising from Caden Swenby. 24-yard touchdown pass from Caden Swenby to Brody Ron.
That's when you know things are kind of meant to be. The line of scrimmage for Fertile-Beltrami had some opportunity there too to, just stay alive. They needed to find a way to just kind of keep chipping because the Drakes were coming with the excitement. Tell you what, wow, that was one heck of a break there. And the Falcons found a way. Ron breaks himself open for a touchdown.
No doubt, sticking with it on that play. Falcons now in front 32-14. 2-point conversion is good. 7:05 to go in the 3rd quarter. Fertile-Beltrami busting it open in front 34-14. We're back in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
First National Bank Bemidji isn't just a bank. We're believers in a bright future for the community. Our customers are more than names on a screen. They're neighbors, each with their own story. Every day, we help them reach their dreams, confident that what's good for the community is good for us. We always remember where we're from and who we're here for, because at First National Bank Bemidji, we're better together.
Welcome back. Fertile-Beltrami in front now by 20 points, 34-14. As we take a look at our scoring drive summary brought to you by Deerwood Bank of Blackduck. Excellent field position for Fertile-Beltrami on the Drakes' 27-yard line after a fake punt went awry. And the drive took over 2 minutes and 15 seconds. It was ended in a 24-yard touchdown pass from Caden Swenby to Brody Ron. Deerwood Bank sponsoring our drive summary, or scoring drive summaries this afternoon. Thank you to Deerwood Bank of Blackduck. Kickoff out of bounds.
Another one. We're testing the boundaries. Oh boy, loose football. You have your athleticism. I tried to stop it. We're playing hacky sack out here, having the football on the sidelines. Falcons up by 20. They've opened things up early third quarter.
Blackduck will have to answer the score on this drive to make it a little bit easier as Belinsky will go back to pass, screen to the near side. That's Dante Frank up to the 39-yard line and a gain of 4.
Falcons having fun. You can kind of see the guys getting up, getting excited, making some plays, and congratulating one another. They're celebrating a little bit, enjoying what's at the moment. Now, at the same time, they got to kind of hold it in and make sure they're executing to their ability. Likewise, Blackduck is not going to just stop.
2nd down and 6 now. Pistol formation for the Drakes. Waist high snap to Belinsky. Looks to his right side. Now he's going to scramble, and he's sacked. Sacked at the 35-yard line, and it was made by Tucker Bolstead. Kevin, how many times have we been calling Tucker's name this afternoon?
You could almost make every tackle and say Bolstead was involved in it. Bolstead along with Ramberg converging on the quarterback. The pocket collapsed, and it collapsed in a hurry as we've got now a 3rd down facing the Drakes with 6:12 to play, third quarter.
Back to the original line of scrimmage, or maybe just a yard shy for the Drakes. 3rd down and 10. 6 minutes to go in the third. Ridge flatness to the left of Belinsky in the shotgun. Chest high snap. Quarterback power to the left side. Now he's going to throw it. Finds his receiver, but he drops it incomplete. Looking for Kingbird. 4th down.
And another one that kind of went through the hands of Kingbird. You kind of think too, at certain situations, does the pressure of the defense start getting into your head, right? So maybe going out and trying to make some plays, but you're feeling that. You're anticipating what's coming next after you make the catch. Sometimes those things can creep into your mind. You hope it's not the case, but in this case for the Drakes, it's another drop and a 4th down. They'll be punting.
Jace Gunderson back punting for the Drakes, trying to flip the field as it angles to the left side and will go out of bounds, and Fertile-Beltrami will start this next possession at the 40-yard line exactly. So Kevin, with Fertile-Beltrami in front, 34-14. Blackduck needs to come up with some stops and get some points in a hurry.
He's talking to a couple of guys on the sidelines, and that's just it. The Drakes right now, they've got to find that extra wind. They've got to dig it early here now before things can get away from them. Like Fertile-Beltrami's got the foot on the gas pedal. So for the Drakes, finding a way to force a turnover on downs or get Fertile-Beltrami into punting situation, I think that's only happened once so far today with a punt. So the Drakes officially sending that one off as well. So in this case for the Drakes defense, they've got to find a way. They got to get a stop here.
Fertile-Beltrami scoring on 5 of their 7 possessions today, and maybe a 6th. Here goes Werpy to the right side, 30, cuts back, 20, 15, 10, to the 5, and tripped up by Brennan Cordum officially at the 6. Ripping off yards is Braden Werpy. And it's all Fertile-Beltrami here in the third.
Werpy had to zigzag his way and try to do his best. He maybe doesn't have Isaiah Wright's, track star speed, but Werpy's going to be able to get out in front. And then had to just use his vision and did his best. He got tripped up just at the end, but got the Falcons inside the 10. And that's a tough one for the Drakes to have to see right there.
And a pickup of 54 yards by Braden Werpy as the Falcons are now in the I formation. Werpy split out to the right, handoff to Isaiah Wright. He's inside the 5, trying to get in, but he's going to be just short by maybe a yard and a half, and it's 2nd and goal.
Yep, he got stopped and stuck there. In on the stop that time was Cy Frenzel. Also there for the Blackduck Drakes was Ridge Flatness. He's been playing all game, despite the injury to the shoulder, just working hard and doing what he can. As the Drakes stop the Falcons at the 1, it'll be 2nd and goal.
Inside, 5 minutes to go here in the third. Falcons up big, 34-14. Up to the line of scrimmage and trying to break that 40-point mark again this season. They did it multiple times throughout the year. Swenby, handoff, Werpy spinning, no gain, and second down and goal again.
So not much doing inside. So for the Falcons, you know, do you decide maybe to run some bootlegs here? Do you run up the middle with the quarterback to Swenby get a keep? There's a few different play options they have, but they've got 2 downs to try to figure out a way to get in the end zone again. 4:14 to go, third quarter. Falcons knocking on the door.
Fertile-Beltrami has scored 40-plus points in 8 of their 9 games this season, and trying to do it again. Here's a handoff. Sorensen spinning off a man. Nicely done again from Blackduck to stand him up at the line of scrimmage. Maybe got a half a yard. Now 4th and goal, Kevin.
So 4th down upcoming. What will the Falcons dial up? As nice job defensively by the Drakes inside. Jarrett Swedberg among those. Also Kanan Arp in on the tackle. Drakes with, you know, their senior core, 6 guys. They don't want to see their season come to a close. They're gonna certainly bat down the hatches here and see if they can't put up a wall.
Maybe we'll see one of those toss plays, and Isaiah Wright might try to use his speed. Seen that before. As Isaiah Wright and Derek Sorensen are in the backfield. Braden Werpy, handoff, Sorensen, he's in. Touchdown, Fertile-Beltrami, 40-14. Community Co-op's Energy Solution scoreboard.
Well, the Falcons have found a way to break things open in the second half, much like they've done here in recent weeks, too. Their first half was certainly okay, but they found a way to come out and break things open in the second. Really put down the hammer as they're going to try for the extra point kick. Swenby will hold, and the extra point kick upcoming for Easton Petrie.
Snap, spot down, kick is up, and it is going to be no good. Wide left on the extra point attempt from Easton Petrie, but with 3:15 to go in the third quarter, Fertile-Beltrami flexing their muscles and on top, 40-14. We're back in 30 seconds on 106.5 FM, KRJB, and yourliveevent.com.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/farmermac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Welcome back, 40-14 the score. Fertile-Beltrami on top of the Blackduck Drakes as we run through your scoring drive summary presented by the Deerwood Bank in Blackduck. It was a 1-yard touchdown run by Derek Sorensen, but it was set up by a 54-yard scamper from Braden Werpy as they took over 4 minutes off the clock. Fertile-Beltrami leads 40-14, as that's your scoring drive summary presented by Deerwood Bank of Blackduck. Easton Petrie missed the extra point, ready to kick it away. Line drive punt to the right side and out of bounds again, Kevin.
Yeah, I'd like for somebody just to return a kick. I just want to see a kick return. I mean, the stat girls for Fertile-Beltrami, they're like, oh, I got to do another penalty on a kickoff. We just want to have some kick return yardage here, but none of that on this possession. Once again, it might just be the hill I have to stand on, I guess, today, Dawson. I just want to see somebody return the ball.
Well, the Blackduck Drakes. I'm going to guess, Kevin, that we'll see Belinsky start to use the arm a little bit more. Used it a lot in the first half. It was 6 of 12 in the first half. Takes the snap from under center. Dante Frank, 35, 40-yard line, now 41, 42, and wrestled out of bounds. Takes a couple of Falcons to bring him down out of bounds, and a gain of 8 for Dante Frank.
Let Dante Frank carry the rock. I think that's my game plan here. If I had a say, and I'd say, let's get the ball to Mr. Frank and let's see what he can do out there. He's had his fair share. Right now they're going I formation.
Frank only with 10 carries on the afternoon, make it an 11th. Finseth trying to bring him down. Now he's still free and spinning forward. Chaos, but no gain for Dante Frank that time.
Yeah, I thought maybe he had a few more touches. They've targeted him a couple times through the air, right? But they've really gone pass heavy, and for good reason. The Drakes have, but Frank has been targeted a few times. But yeah, I for whatever reason in my mind I was thinking he had the ball a few more times in his hands, but most of his touches came in the first quarter.
Third down and short, handoff to Flatness, needed the 45-yard line, and the down marker on the far side of the field getting a head start. They'll get it, and a Mustang seeds first down for Ridge Flatness.
Well, for the Drakes, hey, you can't get all the points back in one play. So take it one play at a time, get a first down, get some positivity, because you never know what can happen.
Shotgun snap to Belinsky, handoff to Frank, left side, gets across the 47-yard line up to the 48. Call it 49, gain of 4 for Dante Frank, and now second down.
I guess maybe Coach Handgard listened to my plea here to give the ball to Frank.
9 carries in the first half, has 3 here in the second. Shotgun formation again. Belinsky fake to Flatness, goes to Frank again, and he gets upended right near the 49, and maybe a gain of 1 brings up third down and 6.
And so the Drakes will dial things up here, another third down, and they did punt last possession. At what point do you say it's 4-down territory each time? And this, getting to the midfield mark, that might be the number for 4-down territory.
Ball sits on the 49-yard line. Receiver split out to the left side is Cordum. Belinsky, waist-high snap, goes back to pass. Spins the football in his hands and overshoots his target, Leo Kingbird, as Caden Swenby, Fertile-Beltrami free safety, pulls up from laying the hit, and it's fourth down now.
Kind of cut off the route a little bit because of Swenby, but also the speed at which the pressure was getting to the quarterback. He needed to release it a little faster. Otherwise, Kingbird, the play was there, just ends up being, like you say, a little bit outstretched.
So, 4-down territory for Blackduck, down 40-14. Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Belinsky, quarterback power left side, nowhere to go. And a short gain of 2. And another turnover on downs for the Drakes.
Caleb Stoltman there, along with Jonah Harstead for the defense of Fertile-Beltrami. They bottle up the Drakes, and now it'll be from midfield, Fertile-Beltrami football. Just under a minute to play in this third quarter. The Falcons in control of this Section 6 9-man football championship game.
Kevin, from your viewpoint down there on the sideline, we've seen Fertile-Beltrami do it throughout the year. Did it last week against Norman County East, Ulan hit it all. But up by only a score at half, 20-14, 20 unanswered points here in the second half. What do you think's been the big key? You're down there on that Fertile-Beltrami sideline.
Coach said halftime adjustments. It might just be that refresh. Hey guys, here's how you've done so far. Let's see what you can do when you do this. And I'm not noticing any real adjustments. It's just the guys maybe just executing a little bit more.
Handoff goes to Werpy on this first down play with 45 seconds to go in the third. It's a short gain of 2 for Braden Werpy, and it's going to be second down and 8.
Game I had seen Fertile-Beltrami was their road trip to Nevis, and there too, it was just methodical. They didn't go to the air much, if at all, in that game. It was kind of a messy night, anyways, weather-wise, but a methodical type game, didn't bust the big plays, and so they've won in a variable ways in their unbeaten season.
Second down and 7. Swenby goes to Isaiah Wright, bursting forward up to the 41-yard line. Needed 7, and see if he got there. Maybe only just 6, so he'll be a yard shy. But the curtain will fall on quarter number 3. 20 unanswered points in the third quarter from Fertile-Beltrami. They lead 40-14 on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. We're back with fourth quarter action, and a section champion will be crowned in approximately 12 minutes time here on YourLiveEvent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB. Mutual insurance companies have been offering insurance coverage at reasonable rates for over a century. This coverage helps encourage loss prevention and control costs. Today, local mutuals are leaders in the farm and home insurance industry and offer coverage to meet your needs. Your local mutual can provide the service you want and the protection you deserve. Contact your local mutual today. Garfield Farmers Mutual Fire Insurance Company in Fertile, 218-945-6941. Welcome back to the Fargo Dome. It's been all Fertile-Beltrami here in the second half. It was 20-14 after one half of play. Since then, the Falcons have scored on 3 straight possessions, a 48-yard touchdown from Isaiah Wright, 24-yard touchdown pass from Caden Swenby to Brody Ron, and then a 1-yard touchdown for Derek Sorensen. Third and short, the aforementioned Sorensen burst free inside the 30 to the 26-yard line. First down, Falcons.
Tackle made by Evan Bolinski in open field, and a touchdown-saving tackle made there. So if you were curious about how things were going to start in the fourth quarter, it starts the way that the Falcons have continued to roll, and that is just with hard-nosed football. As we start fourth quarter, both teams with 3 timeouts, and both crowds are not willing to stop cheering here. It's a little quiet at this exact moment, but Blackduck came out cheering from the fans as well to start this fourth quarter. Great to see the support.
Football sits on the Drakes' 27-yard line. Falcons will take up all the time they need as the play clock winds down to 5. Hand off to Sorensen. Scoots his way to the 25, now to the 20, inside to the 19. And a gain of about 8 for Derek Sorensen, and it's second down.
Some rotations for the Falcons defense or on the offensive line. Micah Iverson, Jack Leiser been rotating in. Got to mention the guys who've been pushing up front. Also Tucker Bolstead been strong from that line spot as well, and also out there giving the push, Caleb Stoltman too.
So now second down and 2 for the Falcons on the Drakes' 19-yard line. Play clock goes down to 10. Caden Swenby takes his time. Isaiah Wright split out to the left side of the formation. They fake the toss, misdirection. Werpy nowhere to go. Nice defense from Blackduck that time as Jarrett Sweatberg was in on the tackle. It's third down.
Caved in, plus great sportsmanship, and seeing that all game long from both sides where guys have been helping each other up. And I don't know, maybe I'm just because I'm getting a little older, Dawson. It's just fun to see that good sportsmanship on both sides, that they value each other and are helping each other up and doing the little things out there. It's just really nice to see, especially here, of course, the high school level, and you wouldn't expect it any other way. So it's nice that it's actually happening.
Well, Kevin, you say it's because you're getting old. Do you like it when they help you up off the ground? Is that the reason why, or is it the sportsmanship?
Just the sportsmanship.
You fall on the ground and say, hey, somebody help me up. I need some help.
Yeah, somebody's helping me too. I mean.
Third down and 3. Isaiah Wright can't get to the 20-yard line. First down, sat on the 17. He actually loses a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Difference is I've got Paul Reese to help me up here on the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons sideline, so that's no big deal. I'm not worried about it. He's got sportsmanship too.
Just reach your hand up, and whoever grabs it, grabs it.
Yeah, I have no cramps over here, nothing though, so we're doing great.
As long as you had a banana for breakfast.
I did not. Life cereal, cinnamon.
That'll do the trick too. 9:35 to go in the fourth. Fertile-Beltrami leads 40-14. Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard on their way to back-to-back Section 6 9-man football championships. Broken pistol, Swenby, delayed handoff, right, left side, 20, 18. Falls forward there, short gain, but a turnover on downs for the Falcons.
Yeah, good job by the Drakes there to stop things, and Falcons going with that delayed handoff and giving an opportunity, but coming up short. So the Drakes have the ball, 9:15 to play in the game, down 26. Got to say thanks to Hammer and Hank Rude, Castle Lake Bena football coach who's here today. Came at the sidelines at halftime and delivered me a deliciously made fresh cookie from Mama Rude's kitchen. And I'm still just savoring the delectableness that was.
That's what gave you that
extra
second wind.
Yeah, extra little boost energy.
A little more juice for Kevin Kochman on the sideline. Here's Bolinski loading up right sideline, has him in, and it's caught. Down the right sideline to Bryce Frenzel inside the 45-yard line.
Hey, if you need a big play, get it to Frenzel. My goodness, he's had a couple of big catches here today, and he makes another big play there, giving the Drakes some life, and don't you be resting on the Drakes.
That's a 37-yard connection from Evan Bolinski to Bryce Frenzel. Now they've got it inside the Falcon 45 at the 44. 9 minutes to go. Bolinski in the gun. Frank to his left. Straight drop. Has time. Fires it to the left flat. Caught by Flatness. Short gain. Second down now.
Tackle made that time by the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, and Jonah Harstead bringing down the ball, the receiver, I should say, and Flatness there on the right side. Left side of the offense, The Drakes now facing a 2nd and 6.
Second down, Bolinski again in the shotgun. Chest high snap. Frank blocking. and running him down, nearly sacking him, number 22, Tucker Bolstead, and all Belinsky could do is flip it out of bounds into the Falcon bench. It's third down.
Yep, just needed to get rid of the football, and that's certainly what he was able to do that time. Bolstead coming on the backside, and not easy to get away from him. Tucker will take a little break here as they bring in off the bench Caleb Stoltman in a rotation along that line of scrimmage.
Third down and 6 for the Drakes. 8:24 to go. Quarter number 4, trying to make a little late noise, down 40-14. Belinsky connected to Bryce Frenzel on a 37 pitch and catch down the right sideline. Leo Kingbird is slot right. Belinsky in the gun, back to pass, steps back 5, right side, up in the air, intercepted! Braden Werpy at the 20-yard line, reaches high and brings it down. INT, Fertile-Beltrami takes over.
Got to get the ball at its highest point. Werpy timed it just perfectly. Great coverage, and for Fertile-Beltrami, that was a big play. And Werpy just always around things, you know. He's he had that big run here a little bit ago. He's making catches, he's making tackles, he's just everywhere. And now here a big big defensive play with an interception. Fertile-Beltrami's defense doing some talking.
With 8:16 to go in the fourth quarter. It's been an offensive explosion in the second half. But of course that 14 hasn't changed for Blackduck in this second half either, so the defense stingy for Fertile-Beltrami. Handoff to Derek Sorensen for a yard up to the 26. Second down and 9.
And see that Fertile-Beltrami fans kind of wanted a flag of some sort there, some John, things like that. Maybe going back and forth a little bit equal, I guess. I don't know. It's one of those things that late game situation, sometimes got to remember to keep your head clean too.
7:48 left. Now 7:45. Fertile-Beltrami leading 40-14 after the interception from Braden Werpy defensively. Clock rolls on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard. Second down and 8, broken pistol. Werpy takes the jet sweep, has blocks out in front of him, decides to cut it back and brought down by Ridge Flatness. And that'll be a gain of about 5, and now third down.
And Flatness having his name called quite a bit lately too, you know, whether it was offensively, making some pass catches, or just getting out, covering on the defensive side. He's getting in there and making some plays and doing what he can too. Fertile-Beltrami facing a third down now with 7:10 to play.
Remember, Kevin, Ridge Flatness too in that first half. He was biting off large chunks of yards. I think a couple of 15, 13 yards too offensively.
Yeah, he was.
7 minutes left. Fertile-Beltrami leads 40-14. Clock rolls. They flip the formation. Similar play, but this one to right. Reverses his field as he tries to work back to the middle. Outside the hash now. And it will be a Mustang Seeds first down for Isaiah Wright and a pickup of about 5.
And the Drakes are in the situation defensively now where when they can, they're trying to get the ball free from Fertile-Beltrami, trying to poke things free to their best of their ability. And you know, obviously not much you can do right now. Just do everything that you can to give yourself the best opportunity. And they want to try to get the ball and give themselves a chance to get some more points on the board. But if Fertile-Beltrami holds on, it's their game.
Isaiah Wright split out to the left. 6.5 and counting. Caden Swenby takes up a lot of time as the Falcons lead 40-14. Handoff, Sorensen left side to the 40, now 41. Call it 42, and a gain of about 5 for Derek Sorensen.
Luke Kingbird, Bryce Frenzel in on the stop there for the Drakes.
Fertile-Beltrami since 2019 when they joined 9-man football. Overall record of 36-4. One of those losses coming to Leroy Ostrander. And Kevin, we saw that last year in the Prep Bowl.
A record-setting day for Leroy Ostrander. And
absolutely.
More on that in a moment.
Swenby under center, offset eye. Right in the backfield, counter to the left, goes back to the right, foot in the ground, 50, there goes Isaiah Wright. From 59 yards, the exclamation point on a massive day for the defending Section 6 9-man football champions. Touchdown, Fertile-Beltrami, 46-14.
Falcons, they put the foot on the gas pedal and they have yet to let it go here, and that's the kind of way that Coach Nelson and the Falcons wanted to finish this one off here today. Take advantage of opportunities and go. And after trailing, 14-12?
Well, trailing for a short time, too.
Right.
Extra point attempt, snap spot, kick is up and wide left off the foot of Easton Petrie as the pigskin bounces around into the second and third rows here in the Fargo Dome. 46-14, Fertile-Beltrami leads, 5:33 to go in the game. We're back in 30 seconds on YourLiveEvent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
Your winter home destination is calling. Arizona, here you come. Make your real estate dreams come true with Jennifer Calva at Keys to Your Dreams Realty. Jennifer is from the Red River Valley and is licensed in Arizona and welcomes you to find your winter destination in the Grand Canyon State, just like she and her family have done. Call 218-261-0953 and visit keystoyourdreamsrealty.com. Equal housing opportunity.
Scoring drives this afternoon being brought to you by the Deerwood Bank in Blackduck. Another scoring drive for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. A touchdown run from Isaiah Wright from 59 yards. And just a massive afternoon for the Falcons as they lead 46-14. Deerwood Bank of Blackduck sponsoring our scoring drive summaries this afternoon. One of our fine sponsors making our broadcast possible here on YourLiveEvent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB. Caden Swenby does the kicking honors for Fertile-Beltrami this time. No, that's not Swenby. That's number 9 for Fertile-Beltrami. Cordum takes the return at the 20, up to the 30, scoots forward to the 35, brought down at the 38. Nice return from Cordum and the Drakes.
Yeah, Preston Hansen was the one that had a chance to do the kicking. I had that double look at it too because I had Swenby out and I had you had some rotation there as a moving kicker Petrie over as well on that special teams kickoff team. So for the Falcons, they kick it away and there's a kick return. I was pretty pumped about it. Happy to see it.
That's been the first one in a while.
Yeah,
too.
A lot of guys sending it out of bounds.
5:28 to go in the fourth. Balinski back to pass, right side, finds Frank at the 50, goes forward to the 45, and another nice connection. That's going to be a gain of about 15 and a first down.
That brought down there by Braden Werpy, and the Drakes will move the football. And talking about last year, Leroy Ostrander winning the state championship in 9-man, Fertile-Beltrami the runner-up. Leroy Ostrander, 2 wins this season. They were very heavily dominated by seniors last year, as you recall, Dawson. They were bumped in the first round of the Section 1 playoffs.
Dante Frank, slot right. Balinski loads up again down the left side for Kingbird, and he hauls it in. Leo Kingbird.
Great catch by Kingbird. Hauled it in with one hand and had to kind of roll around to make sure he was able to keep possession of the football and not let it loose. Great catch by Kingbird. You knew he had it in him all day. It just wasn't happening, and that time it does.
We saw a couple go through his hands earlier in the contest. That one for 33 yards. Shotgun, Balinski, waist-high snap, looks to the left, peeks back to the right. Now he runs that way, up to the line of scrimmage, tries to hurdle Derek Sorensen, gets by him, and gets to the 10-yard line. And a lot of flash there from Evan Balinski is a gain of 2.
You don't see the hurdle attempt too frequently, and I'm not sure if that's even actually, completely legal in the high school level. But nonetheless, he left his feet. That was a heck of an athletic effort.
Balinski over the middle, tipped and incomplete.
Going again over the middle, trying to find Kingbird that time, and the ball just went through the hands. Falcons were kind of flocking around. There were about 5 red uniforms in the area.
3rd down and 8 upcoming for Fertile-Beltrami. Evan Balinski has thrown the football 24 times this afternoon. An interception, and the 2 scores for Blackduck. One of them a passing touchdown, but that came way of a halfback pass by Brennan Cordum, and then a 28-yard rushing touchdown for Ridge Flatness. 3rd down and 8 for the Drakes. Cordum in the backfield, Flatness the tight end on the left side, chest high, shotgun snap to Balinski, slides to the right, now he goes that way, fading away off his back foot, intercepted at the goal line by Brody Ron. He's got a touchdown catch today, and now an INT defensively as he brings it out to the 11-yard line.
And the young man gets some excitement. Not only do you score inside the Fargo Dome, but you take one away too, and a full team effort today for Fertile-Beltrami as the Falcons look to hoist another Section 6 9-man championship trophy.
Will be the 2nd year in a row for Fertile-Beltrami to be Section 6 9-man football champions. This is their third consecutive appearance in the section championship game, excluding 2020, of course, where there were no playoffs that happened. Both these teams, Blackduck and Fertile-Beltrami, dropping down to 9-man football in 2019. We talk about the record that Fertile-Beltrami has had and all their success, 36-4. Blackduck 23-13 since joining, and now we have a timeout down on the field as some new faces get out there for Fertile-Beltrami. Timeout's being brought to you by Freedom Fuel in Ada. We'll take it with them. We're back in 30 seconds on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
JT's Station in Fertile carries a variety of items that are sure to meet your needs, and you should stop in today. They sell hot stuff foods, frozen foods, selected groceries, household products, and much more. The Hot Stuff Foods and Deli will provide you with a fresh, quick, and easy breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and they also offer some of the best car services in town. They're open 6 a.m. until 9:30 p.m. daily. It's JT's Station in Fertile.
And welcome back. 4:10 to go in the fourth quarter. Easton Petrie taking the snaps for Fertile-Beltrami now as he goes under center. Handoff is going to go to Jonah Harstead. Makes a jump cut at the 10-yard line. Gets a couple of yards, or maybe 3 yards for Harstead. Now second down.
Tackle made that time by 17, Cy Frenzel for the Blackduck Drakes. And I'll get some more names out here for Fertile-Beltrami as they shuffle in new players.
So second down and 7 now for the Falcons. 3:50 to go in the game. Don't go away afterwards. We'll go into our Home Crown Realty post-game report here on 106.5 FM KRJB and yourliveevent.com. We'll have some on-field interviews with the coaches and some players down there. Kevin Kochman doing an excellent job as our color commentator down there. Here's Harstead again to the edge, 10-yard line. Staying on his feet to the 20, and now out to the 25 and pushed out of bounds at the 29-yard line.
Talk about some of the guys out there for Fertile-Beltrami is Easton Petrie, the quarterback, shuffling in and out. Caleb Stoltman on the offensive line. Also out on the field is Brody Ron. We see 21, Joe Sorensen out on the field for Fertile-Beltrami. Briar Strem wears number 4. 67 remains out there. Jack Lisery's been shuffling in. Also 5, Jonah Harstead's been working in. Number 9, we saw him kick off, Preston Hansen, as a timeout is called.
Timeout's being brought to you by Freedom Fuel in Ada. And another break here with 3:21 remaining. Fertile-Beltrami leads 46-14. We're back in 30 seconds.
Since 1974, Calvig & Associates has helped individuals and small businesses in northern Minnesota not only succeed, but thrive. Dwight Calvig and his associates have proven themselves to be accountants who are there for you when you need it most. Ensuring accuracy and timeliness for each client's needs, they take pride in their reputation as a trustworthy, ethical, and competent resource for individuals and small businesses. Call Calvig & Associates today at 218-835-4546. Calvig & Associates, helping you thrive since 1974.
Quarter number 4, Fertile-Beltrami rolling. Here's a toss to the right side. That is going to be Briar Strem out to the 30-yard line, and no gain there for Strem. Second down and 10.
Couple of new bodies out there for the Falcons. Fresh uniforms. 28, Drew Gullickson out there. I've been kind of going through. Here's 85, Keaton Wang out on the field right now for Fertile-Beltrami. I feel like I've got through most. Micah Iverson out on the field as well. His quarterback is Easton Petrie. And 66. Lucas Iverson is out there as well.
Second down and 9 for the Falcons. 2:45 left. Handoff left side. Harstead, 35-yard line, 40-yard line, and brought down nearly out of bounds to the 45 of the Falcons, and another nice gain for Harstead.
And I heard the Drake fans making some extra noise. That's because the starting crew came off the field getting a little ovation. I mean, why not? This is a crew that found themselves to the section title, played well, gave a great effort, just comes up short today. Now out on the field is Jace Gunderson, number 69. Also out on the field for the Blackduck Drakes, I see number 60, Peyton Powell out on the field. And you also have 87, Nicholas Swedberg on the field.
And the Blackduck Drakes, a strong season. We'll go to 8-3. Here's a handoff up to the 45-yard line and a loss for the Falcons dating back to 2004, at least by my research here, the Blackduck Drakes have never reached the section championship, and prior to being a 9-man football team, they bounced around in Double-A.
Oh, yeah.
In the early 2000s. And
yeah, I called the game in Blackduck between the Drakes and the Holly Nuggets a number of years ago. That did not go the way of the Drakes, I can tell you that much. That was in 07. Also on the field, Rocky Cook, Seth Ballou. That was in their old press box, too, by the way. The new press box in Blackduck, fantastic.
Very nice. Yes, absolutely. Very nice press box over there in Blackduck, and great venue. Here's a handoff across midfield to the 49-yard line.
Jace Robertson on the stop that time for the Drakes. Also, number 4, Noah Van Vickel is out there for the Drakes, making plays. 61, Mythos Lumbar is out there as well. 51 out on the field for the Drakes as well. Let's see, that's Kanaya Loonsfoot.
Now 3rd down for Fertile-Beltrami. 1 minute remaining. 46-14.
Winner of this one is the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. They're headed to Grand Rapids again next week.
Last year in those state football playoffs, here's a handoff left side. They took on Mountain Iron Buell. See who, I believe Mountain Iron Buell had another strong season this year.
They'll be against Section 5 is the opponent coming out of Section 5 for the Section 6 winner here today, which will be the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons.
46-14, 30 seconds remaining. And Falcons will have to take one more snap between the play clock and the game clock with a 3-second difference. Petrie comes up to the line of scrimmage. He'll do a quarterback sneak and will end up getting a 1st down inside the 45-yard line. And they'll wind the clock with the last 8 seconds. And for the 2nd consecutive season, the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons are your Section 6 9-man football champions, defeating the Blackduck Drakes today. Final score on the Community Co-op's Energy Solutions scoreboard: Fertile-Beltrami 46, Blackduck 14. We'll have your post-game report coming up next from Home Crown Realty. Falcons are victorious and are the Section 6 9-man football champions, 46-14 over the Blackduck Drakes here on 106.5 FM, KRJB, and yourliveevent.com.
Solutions, Hitterdall, Minnesota.
We're Jim and Bernie Berkemeyer, and we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Escape the Minnesota winter, March 10th through 19th, as we become immersed in Hawaiian culture and take in the breathtaking views of Oahu, Kauai, and Maui. Enjoy a balance of scheduled must-see attractions and free time to relax in paradise. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ, for more information.
Rudy's Repair in Hines, Minnesota. Rudy has over 25 years of experience as an ASE certified auto technician, offering full nationwide warranty auto repair service and a large option of major tire brands. Visit Rudy's Repair today to get you and your vehicle not only back on the road, but staying on the road. Rudy's Repair in Hines, Minnesota. Call them today at 218-368-4287. Rudy's Repair in Hines, Minnesota.
We've been around long enough to know that research in the lab reaps rewards in the field. At the Ses van der Haaf Innovation Center, we're working to develop sugar beet varieties that thrive despite the pressures from disease and the challenges of nature. We're dedicated to improving what we produce, so you can be too. Contact your local Ses van der Haaf dealer to learn about our varieties suited for your soils. Because sharing the pride of success starts with sharing the passion to achieve it. Ses van der Haaf, a passion that grows.
TDS Fertilizer and Fertile, 218-945-6021. They're your one-stop shop for all your agronomic needs. They sell more than 3 different types of corn and soybean brands, both regional and national, also selling dry and liquid fertilizer, all varieties of West-bred wheat, public varieties, and they also sell chemical. TDS Fertilizer has always been committed to creating new opportunities and higher levels of service for their customers, and they are truly focused on growing with you and your agribusiness.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned and farmers first.
My roots run deep. I dream of a world where planting a seed can bring forth the food and knowledge our world needs right now. The field is my classroom, and I have the power to make a difference. I am going to feed the world someday.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Welcome inside the Home Crown Realty post-game report here on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB. Fertile-Beltrami, the Falcons victorious here, and the Section 6 9-man football champions. Home Crown Realty, Eric Smart and Brandon Dahl, licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota. Visit homecrownrealty.com. Well, let's take a look at your Benedictine Care Community in Ada game summary this afternoon. It was 20-14 at the half, and it was all Fertile-Beltrami in the second half, scoring touchdowns on 4 of their 5 possessions, including a 48-yard touchdown for Isaiah Wright, 24-yard touchdown pass from Caden Swenby to Brody Ron, 1-yard touchdown run for Derek Sorensen, and a 59-yard touchdown for Isaiah Wright of the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons as they were victorious this afternoon. On the other side for the Blackduck Drakes, tough second half, turnover on downs, punt, turnover on downs, a Braden Werpy interception, and a Brody Ron interception. So inside our Home Crown Realty post-game report, we'll give away some of our sponsored awards with our Halstead Telephone post-game connection and our sub of the game, stars of the game, and a couple players of the game as well. But for now, we're going to send it down to the field as Kevin Kochman, our color commentator, is standing by with the Fertile-Beltrami Falcon senior football players. Kevin?
Hey, sounds great. Certainly appreciate that. Let's talk to the seniors. Start with Ethan Finseth. Hey, congrats to you and your teammates. How does this feel?
Awesome.
Hey, back-to-back section champs. Was this the goal at the start of the season?
Oh, yeah. Lots of people didn't believe in us. We lost a lot of people, but we're better than ever. We're bringing it back.
You're having fun. So what's working best for you and your teammates right now?
Just playing our game.
Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9, North Ada with this just arrived, 2018 model MT74.
With being there, you were there last year, new opponent, new season.
Yeah.
What's going to be the key for your team and success?
Oh, just coming out hot. We need to come out first half. We've been coming out slow first half lately, and it's not working.
I was going to say, you're a second half team.
Yeah, and that's not good. We need to be a first half team.
All right, well, good luck to you guys. Congrats, Ethan. Enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
You got it, Ethan Finseth joining us, one of the seniors for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. Let's keep it rolling, and we'll visit with Ryan Van Den Einde. Ryan, hey, congratulations to you and your teammates. How's this feel?
Thank you. This feels amazing. There was a lot of doubters in us, but we persevered, and we've been playing with a chip on our shoulder, so it feels great.
Yeah, and you found a way, and it's not the same team as it was last year, but that's okay. You guys got a new identity.
That's right, yeah. We've been doing some of the same stuff, but new people, younger people. So, we're looking amazing. I'm feeling great.
Everybody has an opportunity. So what's been working for you guys as of late?
We've been doing, our defense has really stepped up. We've been shutting teams out, or not shutting them out, but, their offense can barely score on us, and that's really what's helping us.
Headed back to state. I know that's going to take a few minutes to settle in. You guys got a chance to celebrate a little bit. You're going to let it soak in, but you get a game back in Grand Rapids. Doesn't matter who you play. I'm sure you guys are just looking forward to the opportunity.
Yeah, it feels great. Like I said earlier, a lot of people, didn't believe in us. We lost, 10 guys last year. So a lot of people didn't think we'd even be here, and it feels great to be playing to state again.
Congrats to you and your teammates, Ryan, and good luck.
Thank you.
You got it. Ryan Van Den, one of the seniors. Tucker Bolsted's going to take a moment to join us. And hey, to you and your teammates, congratulations. How's this one feel, Tucker?
It feels pretty good. I mean, we've all been working hard to achieve our goals here. This was our first goal. And our next one is obviously state, so it feels good to achieve it.
Yeah, absolutely. So what's been working for your team? Because you guys are totally different than last year.
Everybody gets along. We have good team chemistry. We all help each other up, give each other advice. We play as a team, and I think that's what makes us different than last year.
I called you the Energizer Bunny a couple of times during the broadcast. I don't know if you like that reference or not. Tasmanian Devil maybe works a little better for you. It was fun to watch you play. You're just kind of constantly going. What's the drive for you on the football field? I mean, what makes you tick out there?
I don't know. I've always, from a young age, wanted to win, and I'd rather win, or I'd rather be anything else than losing on the losing end. So I want to do anything I can to win.
You guys are headed back to state, go back to Grand Rapids. So familiar sight a year ago. You'll have a new opponent. Suppose it doesn't matter who you play, does it?
Nope. Just want to go down there and play our game.
Well, good luck to you guys in preparation. Congrats. Enjoy this, Tucker.
Thank you.
We got a Tucker Bolsted joining us as Fertile-Beltrami seniors. Brody Ron joining us. Big day for you there, young man. Touchdown reception and an interception. How does that feel?
It was awesome. It was a very fun game. It's physical, and it was played like a family. It was fun.
Blackduck, you knew they were going to be physical too, didn't you?
Yes, they're a very good, hard-hitting team.
Yeah, good challenge for you guys. You were down 14-12. What was going through your mind at that time?
I was a little worried, but I knew that nothing's going to stop us. We can come play like a family and hit hard and play hard.
Okay, so one of the check marks, right? One of the boxes you can check off, and that is a section championship. So what's the next goal?
I want to make it to the U.S. Bank and win some games.
Get back to the bank and make it happen. All right. Well, hey, I'm going to make sure you get one of these shirts here, and wish you congratulations. Enjoy it. You got it. That's Brody Ron joining us here, one of the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, as we're going to keep on moving down. And we got Lucas Iserson. Lucas, as a senior, what's it mean to you to take home a section championship here today?
It feels really good, and we just did it last year again, so now it's back-to-back.
Yeah, back-to-back. That has a good ring to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
How about your opponent today? I thought Blackduck provided a real good challenge for you guys. How did you feel out there against them?
They're a very physical team, and when they went up on points against us, it was a little scary, but we're a second half team, and we turned it around.
Yeah, you hung tight. For you and the boys, what's it going to take to make this a run like last year to eventually the state championship?
Good team bonding and just having a good scout squad at practice.
Fantastic. Hey, congrats to you and your teammates, and good luck.
Thank you.
You got it. We'll keep things rolling along with the seniors for Fertile-Beltrami. We're going to give you this right there. Yeah, you got to take that one. Wesley Ramberg going to join us here as one of our stars today, and one of the seniors for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. We got to get my earpiece back in so I can hear what's going on. Wesley, to you and your teammates, congrats. How's this one feel?
This is awesome. This is what we've been working hard all year for, and I really wanted to run it back. That's all I wanted.
Well, you guys found a way to do that, and obviously it was not easy. Blackduck provided a challenge. What was working for you and your teammates today when the going got tough, when you had your backs against the wall for a little bit?
We just try and keep calm, and we just start, doing our jobs and stay on our task, and I think we play very well in the second half.
So what's it going to take for you guys to do that in the first half?
I don't know. We come out a little flat. We're probably got to get a little bit more hype. We're always calm, and I don't know. We're not chirping a lot, but we gotta get more hype, I think. So that's all.
I like watching you guys on the edge. You and Bolstead together make for a really tough tandem defensively. You like the game on defense?
Yeah, I love playing defense because I don't have to block, and I like hitting people.
There you go. Hey, I thought you deserved a shirt today. Congrats to you and your teammates. Best of luck at state.
Thank you.
You got it. Wesley Ramberg joining us here. Let's bring on in Mr. Braden Werpy. Braden, to you and your teammates, congratulations. How's this one feel?
It feels amazing that a lot of people doubted us, that we lost a whole bunch of people, but we won it again, back to back.
It's not an easy thing to do, is it?
No, it's not. Very physical teams.
Yeah, you ran into a buzzsaw almost every week. Last week, you were down for a good chunk of the first half. The Norman County East Dual Hitter, all the team that you played against in the title a year ago. Second half team, though, what's this all about?
I don't know. Well,
it doesn't really matter, does it?
No. Well, the coaches make some tweaks, and that helps us out in the second.
Sure. And that's really all that matters. So, okay, for you, did a little bit of everything. It's kind of you're a bit of a utility tool when it comes to it. You busted free. You had a big opportunity for a run. You ended up getting tripped up, but that's not everybody can be as fast as Isaiah Wright. But you had to look back. You almost still found a way. Were you looking out of the corner of your eye when you were blitzing?
Yeah, a little bit. Well, yeah. I had to cut back, and I kind of tripped, and then I saw him, and he just got my ankles. That's all.
You're all over the place. You also, I mentioned a couple times, you're not a guy who shies away from contact. You seem like you're a guy who really enjoys the game of football. I'll let you comment on that.
Well, it only hurts when you don't want to embrace the contact. So if you just go out in there and hit, then it won't hurt as bad. That's all.
State quarterfinals, how does that feel?
Feels great to go back there again.
All right, well, best of luck to you and your teammates, and good luck.
Yep, thank you.
You got it. Braden Werpy joining us, and one more. Will Stromsted's going to join us and chat as well. Will, as a senior, how's this one feel?
It feels pretty good. I mean, we've been working at it all year, and we get to keep going on to the state tournament. It's great.
It's exactly what you want, a trip to the state tournament. So, for your teammates, what's it going to take this week to get ready to go? And obviously you're going to soak this up a little bit, but what's it going to take to get ready to go and get back after it again?
Just come out next Monday and be ready to practice and just study the scout report and keep going.
All right. How about for you? What's your role with this squad, Will? What keeps you out for it?
Well, I'm concussed right now, so I'm pretty much just moral support.
At that same point, you have a new role, right? With that?
Yeah. I mean, cheering up the sidelines, keeping everybody, excited about the game and keeping everybody involved. It's all I can do, pretty much.
Well, at this time, hopefully you can get back in time for the next round, and obviously quarterfinals here next week, and you're hoping to keep the season rolling. Will, congrats to you and your teammates, and
thank you.
Thanks for sticking around. I appreciate chatting with you.
Yeah, thank you.
You got it. Seniors for the Fertile-Beltrami Falcon football team, and I know we're going to be chatting with Coach Brian Nelson here in just a few moments as well, but we'll send it back up to you, Dawson, as some of our stars and our players of the game here in this post-game report.
Very good, Kevin, and thanks for all the interviews down there with the Fertile-Beltrami Falcon seniors as they are victorious this afternoon, 46-14, and again, the Section 6 9-man football champions as they defeated the Blackduck Drakes here today. Let's get to some of our sponsored segments, starting with our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection. And I'm going to give our Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection to the 24-yard touchdown pass from Caden Swenby to Brody Ron this afternoon as Caden Swenby didn't have to do a lot through the air for his team, but it was a 24-yard passing connection to Brody Ron that fired up this offense for Fertile-Beltrami, and they were that put them up by 3 scores in this second half. So that's going to be our Halstead Telephone post-game connection. 24-yard pass from Caden Swenby to Brody Ron. Halstead Telephone Company is keeping you connected, serving the communities and schools to include Halstead, Fisher, Climax, Shelley, East Grand Forks, Hillsborough, and surrounding rural areas. Halstead Telephone Company is how to connect. We'll take a quick break inside the Home Crown Realty post-game report this afternoon as Fertile-Beltrami is victorious 46-14 over the Blackduck Drakes. Falcons, Section 6 9-man football champions, headed to the state 9-man football playoffs. More coverage of the postgame when we return on YourLiveEvent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
18-inch tracks, 2,000 hours, 400 horsepower, 6 remotes, CVT transmission, priced at $305,000. New trade Versatile 846 with 18 4x38 tires, 1-owner tractor priced at $39,000. And don't forget the early order discount program now for Amity Bead Equipment. Talk to Chuck or Neil at Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada, 218-784-2961.
This is Nick Gordon, your ag business banker at American Federal Bank in Ada. I'm proud to call Ada my hometown and look forward to helping you with any of your ag, business, or other banking needs. I would enjoy visiting with you and help you achieve your goals. Please come by the bank or call me, Kasha, or Carly at American Federal Bank in Ada, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Are you thinking about moving to an assisted living facility? Consider Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Located in the heart of the Red River Valley, Benedictine's Ada campus includes Benedictine Care Community, a 49-bed skilled nursing facility, and Mission Court, an 18-unit assisted living facility that shares a campus with Essentia Health Ada. That means you have full access to healthcare directly on site. Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Learn more online at www.blcada.org or give them a call at 218-784-5001.
Have you seen the huge selection of used vehicles that Christian Motors of Fertile has? Stop by the lot, talk with one of the guys about the huge selection of cars, trucks, SUVs, vans, and so much more. They've got a great selection of used vehicles right now. You can view them at christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. One of the biggest selection of used vehicles around, it's Christian Motors. They're proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Linfors Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
And welcome back inside the Home Crown Realty post-game report here this afternoon as the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons defeating the Blackduck Drakes in the Section 6 9-man football championship. And for the second consecutive year, the Falcons are the section champions. Let's go to our sub of the game, brought to you by Subway in Ada. We've given the sub of the game to this player of Fertile-Beltrami a couple of times this year. Jonah Harstead for the Falcons is a player that you'll see step into a bigger role next year, and we'll be calling his name a lot more, and we'll probably see him throughout the state playoffs as well. So, Jonah Harstead, congratulations to you. You earned the nod as our super sub of the game, being brought to you by Subway in Ada. Dine in, take out. Subway Ada wishes to say thank you to all those who have stopped in and continue to be regular customers at Subway in Ada. Let's move on to some stars of the game, as those are being brought to you by, as we just did our sub of the game, brought to you by Subway in Ada. But our stars of the game this afternoon, presented by Darren Ramey Insurance Brokers of America and American Federal Bank in Ada. We've got a couple of stars, starting with Derek Sorensen this afternoon. He had 30 yards rushing and is one of those runners that earns the tough yards for Fertile-Beltrami. He's our first star of the game. And then we go over to Braden Werpy. Another big game rushing the football, up over the century mark by my numbers with 109 yards and a rushing touchdown. He's going to be our second star of the game. And then we go to the side of the Blackduck Drakes with running back Ridge Flatness will be our third and final star of the game here today. He had 90 yards rushing, 68 in the first half, and a 28-yard rushing touchdown. So those are your stars of the game, being brought to you by Darren Ramey Insurance Brokers of America and American Federal Bank in Ada. Let's go down to the field with color commentator Kevin Kochman standing by with defending Section 6 champion head coach Brian Nelson of the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons.
Coach Nelson, congrats to you and the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons, back-to-back Section 6 9-man champions. How does that one feel?
It feels just great. Maybe a little bit surprised, other than our guys and us, coaches and the guys, and we thought we could put together a pretty good football team this year, and it just all comes down to those seniors leading this team, and they've done just a tremendous job, and it showed today.
teased the guys a little bit, but it's kind of become a thing. You're more of a second half squad, it appears. Although leading into halftime, you had to bounce back after getting down 14-12. After that point, it was pedal to the metal. The guys really did not like being down.
Well, I think the turning point of the game was we scored right before half, and then we were able to stop them probably on the 15. And we knew we got the ball in the second half. So get into halftime, rehydrate, make some adjustments. And we came out pretty well in the second half, I thought.
Guys talked about, the seniors talked about making adjustments. Just that, using at halftime to their benefit. That's not a bad thing.
No, we rarely go in and just like yell at them or anything. It's all about adjustments and what we need to do. And, we listen to the kids too, like the offensive line, and listen to them. What do you think will work? And, we gave it a try in the second half. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. But, the adjustments we made in the second half, I thought worked very, very, very well. And, hats off to Coach Larson calling that defense because, we only gave up 2 scores to a very, very talented Blackduck team.
One thing, too, to think about is just the fact that for your boys, if people had not seen Isaiah Wright running on the track, they got a chance to see him bust a few here today, and he showed off some speed. Some of the fastest wheels in 9-man football. It's fun to see him roll.
Yeah, he had just a great game, and, he hasn't been feeling very well either, so we had to give him breaks on defense, which I think, that's probably not a bad thing. Rest those legs, and, he's got great vision, too. The last touchdown he had wasn't designed to go anywhere near where he ran. He saw that it wasn't open, and he cut back, and, he's got some wheels, and he had just a tremendous game.
You talked about that and kind of got a little word of that in the pregame that things were not all healthy, right? Everybody's there's been a little bug, things like that. It's school. We know what happens, right? So with that being said, guys really had to gut it out and do what they could for those who were healthy enough to do so.
Yeah, big time. And then we had to have some other guys ready to go and play positions that they, normally didn't have to play both ways. Like Caleb Stoltman had to go play some defensive line. We try to keep him fresh just for the offensive line and a couple other guys as well. And, they responded. They did their job. They just played a tremendous second half.
So back-to-back, Section 6 9-man champions. You get a chance now a week from tonight. You're back at it. You're back to Grand Rapids. Hopefully, I know you've got a forecast already for it. Hopefully there's no snow this time around. You're going to be taking on either Southridge or Ogilvie. They play tomorrow night for the Section 5 9-man championship. Okay, give you an opportunity to scout.
I don't know anything about either team. I think we did watch one game last year when Mountain Iron Buell played Ogilvie as we were getting ready for Mountain Iron Buell. And, we'll maybe watch that game tomorrow night, get a scouting report ready. I'm sure whichever coach wins will get a hold of me and we'll exchange some tapes and get back to work.
That's right. Should be fun. Should be fun for the community. I know it doesn't get much better than getting to the state tournament, now to do it again. And the amount of red that you had in the crowd today was exceptional.
They've been that way the whole season. Even when we traveled to Nevis, they were there. And, you look at last season, what they did, every game, we're just a sea of red or white, if we're wearing our white jerseys. And just so proud to be a part of that community and how well they support us and our football guys.
Section 6 9-man championship. Coach, good luck. We'll see you next week in Grand Rapids.
All right, thank you. And I better say hi to Danielle, my wife, my daughters Kylie, JC, and Ellie. They're standing over here. They've been waiting for me for quite a while here. So
we make you go through all the gamut. Be careful. Randy Hedberg's going to come over and start checking on you as well. Hey, Coach, thanks a lot. Congrats.
Well, thanks, and thanks for the coverage. You just do a tremendous job.
Appreciate that. Brian Nelson, head coach, Fertile-Beltrami Falcon football.
Thanks a lot, Kevin, as Coach Brian Nelson shouts out his family down there on the field in our post-game coach's interviews. Got in a little trouble from his family in the prior weeks. Didn't shout him out on the radio. Did so last week. Did so again as his team won today. 46-14, Fertile-Beltrami, the Section 6 9-man football champions for the second year in a row. Let's continue on with our sponsored segments inside the Home Crown Realty post-game report, as we take a look at our high-performance play of the game, brought to you by Performance Ag of Borup. And that high-performance play of the game, we probably should have made mention of it, that we were going to give it away as our high-performance play of the game, but it's going to be that halfback pass from Brennan Cordum that found Bryce Frenzel from, let's see, what was that, 58 yards or so? Is that what it ended up being? Yeah, it was a 58-yard touchdown pass from Brennan Cordum to Bryce Frenzel of the Blackduck Drakes, as that's going to be our high-performance play of the game, brought to you by Performance Ag of Borup. Performance Ag of Borup, your full-service ag supplier from the ground up. They have dry and liquid fertilizers to supply all your soil and plant needs. They have a fully chelated iron product in both liquid and granular called Iron Shield. Performance Ag doesn't want all the business, just yours, and they would love an opportunity to earn your business. We're going to take one more break here this afternoon inside the Home Crown Realty post-game report and give away a couple more of our awards here this afternoon with our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game and our In the Trenches Award, or rather our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game award here too. Fertile-Beltrami victorious over Blackduck 46-14 and are the Section 6 9-man football champions. More coverage of the Home Crown Realty post-game report when we return here on YourLiveEvent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.
Harvest is here, and that means we all need to be careful. Hello, this is Bethany Rentz with Irie Insurance. We want to make sure everyone up and down the valley has a safe and successful harvest. Take extra special care in your travels. Slow-moving combines, mud-covered roads, and debris are just a few things during harvest that can be dangerous. So take your time, watch your surroundings, and most of all, be patient and slow down. For more harvest safety tips, go to irieins.com.
You're protected and appreciated at Irie.
Irie Insurance is an equal opportunity provider.
Hey, what you doing?
Crawling around under my planter trying to figure out if I need any maintenance parts replaced.
It's harvest time, buddy.
Yeah, I know, but the guys at RDK Enterprises keep reminding me to check now, just in case I need something ordered.
What do I look for?
Just give RDK a call and ask some questions. They are the guys I go to for answers.
This is Chris from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. We will answer all of your planter questions or come out to your farm and take a look at your planter. Give us a call, 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Since the beginning in 1998, Agrimax has had one simple goal that continues to be a key trait today: to help their customers become better. Over 20 years later, Agrimax has been able to help their customers more than ever, serving customers in the areas of Fisher, East Grand Forks, Fertile, and locations across North Dakota. Agrimax looks forward to working with you in shaping the future of agriculture. Visit with them today at their location in Fertile or call them at 218-945-3536.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
Welcome back inside the Home Crown Realty post-game report. Home Crown Realty, Eric Smart and Brandon Dahl, licensed in Minnesota and North Dakota. Visit homecrownrealty.com. This is our final segment of the post-game. As you see on camera, Kitson County Central and Goodrich Grigla getting ready to do battle in the Section 8 9-man football championship. Let's give away our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game here today. I'm going to give that away to Evan Belinsky of the Blackduck Drakes. Yeah, he completed 50% of his passes, but he was sharp throwing the football. I was very impressed with a lot of the timing routes that he threw, the quick curl routes to a lot of his guys, and a quarterback that can sling the football all over the field. As our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game is Evan Belinsky of the Blackduck Drakes. RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton, they thank you, the area growers, for your trust in RDK Enterprises as your planter experts. RDK Enterprises of Hillsborough and Drayton continues to invest in the education of their team members to provide the customer service you expect from your planter experts at RDK Enterprises. Always revisit the performance of your planters. Call 701-636-2119 or visit planterdoc.com. That was your RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game, and now we take a look at your Enbridge Energy Players of the Game. We had two of them and gave a couple T-shirts to Kevin Kochman, passing out T-shirts to Brody Ron and Wesley Ramberg of the Fertile-Beltrami Falcons. Brody Ron had that 24-yard touchdown catch, and Wesley Ramberg, a menace defensively out there for Fertile-Beltrami as well. So those two are the Enbridge Energy players of the game here today. So let's look at some final statistics here this afternoon, as those are being brought to you by Christian Motors of Fertile. Starting with Fertile-Beltrami, Isaiah Wright carried the football 18 times for 113 yards and 3 touchdowns. Derek Sorensen with 46 yards rushing and a touchdown. Caden Swenby, 13 yards and a touchdown. Braden Werpy, 109 yards and a rushing touchdown. Throwing the football, Caden Swenby went 3 of 5 for 90 yards and a score. And then those catches from Isaiah Wright for 25 yards. Brody Ron for 24 with that receiving touchdown and a 36-yard catch by Braden Werpy. On the other side for the Blackduck Drakes, rushing, Dante Frank at 35 yards rushing. Evan Belinsky with a total of 43 yards rushing. And then Ridge Flatness had 90 yards rushing and a rushing touchdown. Evan Belinsky, 12 of 24, and threw 2 interceptions here today. Receiving, Leo Kingbird, 33 yards receiving on 3 catches. Dante Frank had 15, make it 59 yards receiving on 6 catches. 6 yards for Brennan Cordum, and also for Ridge Flatness, had 8 yards receiving, and then Bryce Frenzel had a total of 84 yards this afternoon receiving the football. Brennan Cordum also had a touchdown pass of 58 yards. Fertile-Beltrami victorious 46-14 and are the Section 6 9-man football champions. Thank you to those sponsors that you heard throughout our broadcast this afternoon and also saw on yourliveevent.com. And we say thank you to those fabulous sponsors for helping to make today's broadcast possible on 106.5 FM KRJB and also on yourliveevent.com. Also, thank you to you, the listener, for tuning in to this afternoon's game. As we thank you for taking us along with you on your Thursday afternoon, wherever you were, whether you were listening on the radio airwaves, 106.5 FM KRJB, yourliveevent.com, or at rjbroadcasting.com. Thank you for tuning in to tonight's game. Final score for the final time on the Community Co-op's Energy Solution scoreboard. Fertile-Beltrami wins 46-14, and they will play next Thursday against the winner in Section 5. It'll be Ogilvie or Southridge, and that game will be played at Grand Rapids, and we will have coverage of that with R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Go to rjbroadcasting.com to stay up to date with all the scores and schedules. Again, thank you for tuning in to this afternoon's broadcast. Fertile-Beltrami, for the second consecutive year, the Section 6 9-man football champions, 46-14 over the Blackduck Drakes. Speaking now for our cameraman Joey Hughes, Kevin Kochman down on the sideline. I'm Dawson Peterson reporting from the Fargo Dome, signing off and saying so long here on yourliveevent.com and 106.5 FM KRJB.